Test. Okay, cool. Hello. Oh, hey, Sable.
Hi.
She's here too, but she's not here.
She's here, but she's not here.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
What am I looking for? Oh yeah, this. Stream 2, RL skill, test, Ostro.
Whoa.
Items together, and ooh, I hit a couple keys. That didn't do anything, thank God. Alright. Cool. We're here, and we're going to have a successful stream. The last one was a disaster. Oh shit! I never fixed that episode. It's got like a 2-minute glitch in it.
Oh man, you gotta go patch it.
I gotta go do that. But yeah, we're ready to go. We're back. Things got a little bit busy with my work schedule, and time to be creative. Yeah, I'm good to go. Berto, what's going on?
Not much. I've been busy too. It's just been a busy month.
That's the other thing too. There was like a week there where like we were doing something every day.
Yep. And there was another week where none of us saw each other at all.
Yeah. We went to Halloween Horror Nights with Blake's Takes and friends.
Yep.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Burkinator has subscribed to Prime. Thank you.
Thank you
for the remember
sub.
to log in and do that for myself. But it's just annoying because it won't let me do it. It doesn't let you do it on computer.
Oh.
You got to go on your phone, which is so stupid.
That is stupid. What?
I don't know. They're trying to get you to not use your free subscription.
I thought you have to do it on your computer, not on your phone.
I just said that.
You said it.
No, I said it.
You said
right.
you couldn't do it on your computer. You had to go on your phone.
Oh. Play the tape.
Yeah, we recorded it.
You can only do Amazon subs on a computer. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. If that's not what I said.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, and they're just trying to get you to not use it, you know?
And I think subscriptions are more expensive on your phone too because it's the extra 30% through like the Apple App Store and stuff.
No way. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't pay it, do you? Or you do pay that?
You do? You pay?
You pay the difference, not them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm in grind set tonight. Just dropped off to grab my stuff. Oh, hey, man. Well, thank you. And you waited for us to notice so you can get your thanks, I guess. Yeah, I know you're a game. Well, good luck working tonight. I feel so weird. I'm not wearing glasses. I got new contacts.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
I didn't even notice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not wearing glasses today either.
Yeah, I wore my last pair. Well, I've been saving my last pair for summer thing, and I wore them Halloween Horror Nights.
I didn't even notice you were wearing them there either.
Yep.
Huh, okay.
Anyway. All right, well, let's get started. Let's get the ball rolling. I need to do... Oh, shit, this is probably so loud. How did you guys not say anything?
Oh, yeah.
That music's probably loud as fuck. There we go.
Do, do, do.
That was loud. That was loud because I was recording something. I was doing something on here. Cool. Let's start with... Where is it? Aha, here we go. The news. I'm gonna record. Am I still streaming? Okay, cool. Those settings popped up and they threw me off. Threw me for a loop.
You are recording now, though, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Recording and streaming. Welcome to News from the Phantom Zone, where we bring you some of what happened this week in the comic book movie world. My name's Arnaldo. I'm your host. I'm joined by...
Birdo.
You know who we are. Let's get going. I don't know if I should have centered this, but I didn't...
Lanterns cast.
Yeah, it's like... If I'd made it any longer, it wouldn't fit on the Chiron. If I made it any short, you know what I mean? I was
it looks weird.
What was I gonna put, like Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart or their name? Like it just wouldn't fit on the Chiron. So I was like, I don't know, just fuck it. Lanterns cast. The lanterns have been cast.
Whoa.
Those are the two Green Lanterns for the TV show on HBO called Lanterns. And those are, we speculated about this one the last time we did the news. Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan.
Yep.
And Aaron Pierre, who's pictured here as Jon Stewart.
Okay.
Yeah.
He looks like Jon Stewart.
He really does, and I think part of it is his eyes are like they're light colored.
Yeah.
He has light colored eyes. And Jon Stewart has like shining green eyes in the I don't know about in the comic, but in the
like the Justice League cartoon.
Yeah. In the cartoons, yeah. So you put them side by side and you're like, oh wow. Although there was some criticism, I don't know if you saw this.
I did not.
Because apparently he's just not black enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, people are... I think that's a bit of a stretch. I'm not really going to comment otherwise, but just...
Like, what?
You know, people feel like their representation is whitewashed a little bit by casting someone who might be more palatable, but I think also it's like, I think you're picking and choosing. You know what I mean?
He's black too. Like, why are you
no,
gonna?
right.
like-
But he's like,
Oh no, his skin's
you know,
lighter.
like he's lighter skinned. Yeah. So I don't know.
Don't take shit away from him because
Yeah, he's part, and he's in. Oh fuck, I had written down all the things that he was in. Apparently, he's really good.
I believe it.
So
No, I have faith in the casting for the new DC universe.
yeah, I liked. Who's your favorite Green Lantern?
I
I don't know much. I don't know enough about Green Lantern, but
I mean, honestly, I think Jon Stewart.
I think Jon Stewart too.
He's the one I'm most familiar with.
Yeah, and I think having them together is going to be a fun dynamic because Stewart's a little bit more stoic, from what I recall from the TV show,
Yeah.
and Hal Jordan is a little bit more.
Not like goofy, but
No, he's not goofy, but he's kind of that Tom
a little
Cruise
more like nonchalant.
Top Gun character.
Yeah.
You know, he's kind of a wild ass. And
Yeah.
unpredictable and yada yada. Daredevil Born Again gets a release date. It's going to be March 4th of 2025.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm super excited.
Right? Like less than a month after
okay.
Captain America.
Oh yeah, that's going to be fun.
That comes out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Kaya's doing a pout.
Aw.
Captain America's on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. Yeah. So they were doing a thing, and Vincent D'Onofrio had the honor of saying when it was coming out.
I think it was like a surprise appearance too at
Something like
New
that.
York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they also showed them some footage that we didn't get to see.
We still don't have like the trailer that everybody saw at
That's what I'm
San Diego Comic Con.
Oh, from yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So New York got to see a little bit more after that also.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming they're gonna release a trailer pretty soon. Usually
Coming out
things,
in March, yeah.
things like this kind of go together. These kinds of
I
announcements
think
or
we'll see
whatever.
a trailer like within the next month or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's super exciting. I heard that it's going to be more adult than we're expecting. So kind of closer to the Netflix show.
Right. Which
Yeah.
is, I mean, this is, with them retooling it, this is basically season 4.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're trying to make it like accessible to people that maybe didn't watch the Netflix show as well. Like they wouldn't be totally lost going in.
Sure. I'm sure
We'll
there's going to be a...
We'll
a
see how
little-
they do that.
Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of a like, hey, last time on 3 seasons of Daredevil. But Punisher's in it.
Yep.
Karen and Foggy are in it. Kingpin's in it.
It looks like White
And,
Tiger is going to be in it.
Yes. And also, I think I also saw that. And also, Bullseye's coming back.
Yep.
Which is going to be cool.
That's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. In
I just
season
hope he
3.
doesn't look dumb.
I think they're going to do okay.
I mean, it can't be worse than the Ben Affleck movie, right?
Yeah.
The Colin Farrell one.
Oh, yeah. DC Vertigo comic line is returning. That is... Maybe you can explain this better than I can.
It's like they're more like adult comic line kind of like stuff like Sandman came from this.
Yeah.
And
Did you watch Sandman?
I did not.
I saw one episode and I never continued. Aren't they doing a season 2 or season 2 already
I've heard that
happened?
they are doing a season 2.
Oh yeah. Maybe I'll go back to it.
But yeah, like Sandman, Preacher, which was another show that was I was gonna say recently came out, but I think it came out like 8 years ago.
Oh yeah. But that came from Vertigo.
Yeah, that's also from Vertigo, and like I think it's called Hellraiser, which is what Constantine is from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all that stuff came from Vertigo, which is like an offshoot of DC.
But didn't DC buy Vertigo though, or was it always an offshoot?
I think they bought it and like brought some of those characters in.
I was about to say because it like those characters like Constantine, they have questionable continuity. Sometimes they're in, sometimes they're not.
Right.
So.
And it's usually like in like only in like crossover events.
Yeah. So DC Comics has announced that it will revive its Vertigo imprint at this year's New York Comic Con. A beloved creator-owned series by James Tynion IV, will lead the relaunch.
Okay.
A Nice House by the Sea, the second cycle of Tynion's The Nice House on the Lake, that's the name of the comic, will shift from being a DC Black Label project to being the first new Vertigo book launching the imprint. So I guess there was a
they were still doing this, but under like Black Label.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like remember when Marvel did like Marvel Knights?
Yeah.
I think it's like
Kinda
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Originally launched in 1993, the Vertigo imprint was made to publish comics with mature themes that did not fit the restrictions of DC's main comics continuity line. Yeah, so
Oh, maybe it was just
not what I
out
said.
of DC.
Yeah. Popular titles from the imprint include The Sandman, Hellblazer, Preacher.
Hellblazer, not Hellraiser.
Hellraiser
is
is
a horror
the
movie.
Pinhead.
Yeah.
And Why the Last Man. Why the Last Man is
That's a TV show too, right?
or it's. I thought it was being made. Oh no, it came out. It came out.
It came out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
see it.
A lot of TV shows came from the Vertigo stuff.
It looks very TV show. Well, I guess you're right. That is a lot.
Sandman, Hellblazer, Preacher, all those are shows. Also,
Hellblazer's a show.
I think they called it. Actually, they might have just called it Hellblazer, but there was a
That's the
Constantine
show.
show.
Yeah. And he was kind of blonde in that one.
And then they brought him into the
Yeah.
Arrowverse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. It was previously shut down in 2020, resulting in some of its titles being moved to its successor, DC Black Label. The Nice House by the Sea #1 was originally slated for release in July 2025, but remains to be seen if it will be switching to DC Vertigo.
So it's mostly a name thing.
Yeah,
But
I think it's.
I'm sure there's people that'll be happy to see like Vertigo again. Yeah.
That seems silly to change it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when it has a really good reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Obi-Wan Kenobi may return for a season 2 after Ewan McGregor said some things. He made an appearance recently at LA Comic-Con where he it says here officially confirmed. He officially confirmed that Lucasfilm is exploring ideas.
That's so vague. So he confirmed, they're thinking about it.
Well, he confirmed they're thinking about it. It's official that they're thinking about it. For a second season of Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's a small but significant step for the show's potential return, and it clearly implies that real discussions between McGregor and Lucasfilm have taken place. So it has not yet been greenlit, but this is the most positive update in a while.
I feel like Ewan just really wants to play Obi-Wan Kenobi more.
Yeah, why not? I think he likes the character. I think he likes doing it, and I think he likes the money.
True.
I loved Obi-Wan Kenobi season 1, and I think you could do, from what his quote was, which I didn't write down, it seemed like it's a very story-led discussion where they're thinking, well, what are the stories left to tell in this period of time? You know,
You can do something more like spiritual.
yeah. And not that the last one set anything up. It just at the end, it just basically said
The
like,
last one was just kind of like a little side story. I mean, that's all it was. It was like a little side story.
yeah, I meant at the end where he
he meets Luke.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh.
I didn't take that as like a teaser. I felt that was more like, and this is when he learns to do the
I'm
Force
surprised
Ghost
he
thing.
wasn't already doing that because the end of episode 3 had Yoda mentioning that.
Oh yeah.
So was he just like, I don't know what he was doing.
Hang on. I don't remember because I haven't seen the show in a while. But wasn't from a lot of that time when during the show he keeps on trying to commune with Qui-Gon and he can't?
I think
Yoda
it's been
did,
a while since I've seen it.
Because Yoda did tell him about that, and then he
Yeah.
just, he kind of shut himself off, so he never actually was able to
he's
connect.
not in tune with himself
or the Force. And it's not till that whole
adventure with Leia.
Yeah, that kind of brought him back
Yeah.
up to his, and that's when Qui-Gon's like waiting for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It checks out.
You could pick up from there.
Yeah, you could, and it doesn't. He
He doesn't have to go on it. He
doesn't have to
go on a spiritual journey. He doesn't
Yeah.
have to like leave Tatooine.
He doesn't have to like fight.
He doesn't have to fight Darth Vader again.
Darth Vader again. Yeah. No, that was cool.
Right.
And I really like that show. It's not perfect, but we talked about it for hours and hours and hours on Where's Mephisto. But I put it out on the regular stream, so
Right.
check it out. But
And Philly, 14 months, subscribe.
oh, hey Philly, and thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, give me a season 2. I would love it if it's story run and it's not too. Hey, we gotta do better than the last one, or we gotta do more. Make it bigger. 2 Darth Vaders. I don't. You know what I mean?
2 Darth Vader.
It doesn't even need lightsabers anymore. At that point.
I'd still like to see him.
Oh, okay. But you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Inquisitors are done. They're not looking for him anymore. Vader's not looking for him anymore.
No, he's.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do something spiritual, like you said.
Yeah, like have them do more of that like world between world stuff that we saw in Rebels and Ahsoka. You know?
Oh yeah,
Something
totally.
like that.
Yeah, for sure. Crypto, the super dog, will appear in Superman.
Who is not going to appear in Superman at this point?
That's a very good question. Probably Batman, actually. Because I don't.
It's just there's so many characters announced.
I still don't think that DC knows what they're gonna do with the Batman, with this Batman, like the one that's gonna be the DC.
I don't think they've decided yet if it's going to be a young one or an older one,
or a new one, or a Robert Pattinson,
or Michael Keaton. No, that's scrapped.
Yeah. So, but no, the dog's gonna be in the movie. Crypto arrives, blah blah blah. Inspired. Oh, so this is announced on Twitter by James Gunn with this photo that I have here. He said, "Crypto arrives on screen in Superman this summer. Crypto was inspired by our dog Ozu, who we adopted shortly after I started writing Superman. Ozu, who came from a hoarding situation in a backyard with 60 other dogs and never knew human beings, was problematic to say the least. He immediately came in and destroyed our home, our shoes, our furniture. He even ate my laptop."
Ate it?
Yeah, I wonder how that...
Probably just like chewed the shit out of it.
Chewed it till it wasn't worth keeping. It took a long time before he would even let us touch him. I remember thinking, gosh, how difficult would life be if Ozu had superpowers? And thus, Crypto came into the script and changed the shape of the story as Ozu was changing my life. What better time to debut the not-so-good boy Crypto than adopt a shelter dog month. By the way, Ozu today is fairly often a very good boy. He worded that weird.
He came around.
Yeah, so I'm
not against this.
I'm not for or against it. I honestly don't care. Dogs are cool. I love dogs.
I don't think... Have we seen Crypto in live action anything?
No, I don't think he was in any of the Reeve ones or anything.
I don't think so either.
I think in Man of Steel...
Smallville might have done something with it.
I think they have a dog in Man of Steel. Yeah, he gets stuck in the car, remember? But it's not Crypto the super dog.
No, it's just a dog.
It's just Pa Kent's dog.
And Pa Kent's like, don't save us.
Yeah.
Let us die.
Exactly. No, the dog's fine. The dog gets out. It was Pa Kent that stayed behind.
Pa Kent sucks.
I like that movie. Anyway, this could be cool. I don't know. I have no idea what this is. I like the story behind it. I
don't know what my expectations are for this movie.
Yeah, I think it's funny that he went with the little scruffy version of Crypto instead of the more popular like yellow lab or white lab.
I'm cool with that
version. Like the one we saw in Super Pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Super Pets.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah. Anyway.
And it ended with the Black Adam teaser.
Yeah, that was weird. That last chunk was weird in cartoon form. Anyway. Yeah, and adopt a shelter dog for sure. So that's very cool. Tom Holland teases some of Spider-Man 4.
Isn't he like a producer on it?
Oh yeah. He's definitely like
he's very involved.
He's got weight now.
Yeah,
he's got clout. Philly says he will not be appearing
in the theater to see it
for Superman.
Yeah.
Huh. Let's get yourself killed by a tornado. So your kid can be the most famous for not being killed because he said Martha. Well,
that was a tornado of a comment.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you.
It was all over the place.
Is this a link now?
I think because of the period in there. Yeah.
I'm not clicking on that. Click killed.by. Anyway, Tom Holland teasing Spider-Man 4. He says the next movie will be unlike what they've done before.
I'm hearing so many rumors about this movie, and I don't like any of them.
What rumors are you hearing? The
latest one I heard was that it will be taking place in a Battle World version of New York City.
What?
Where Kingpin is taking over, and all of the Spider-Man have to work together to take down Kingpin.
Oh, no, I don't like that at all.
I don't either. I like elements of that, but not like that.
No, I don't like that. So never mind. I don't know if I if I like where this is going anymore.
But the rumors are also all over the place. So
yeah, rumors or whatever. I don't put a lot of stock in them. But what this says is that he is. Let me read his quote. He says, "We have a creative, and we have a pitch and a draft, which is excellent. It needs work, but the writers are doing a great job," Holland said. "I read the script 3 weeks ago, and it really lit a fire in me. Zendaya and I sat down and read it together, and we at times were bouncing around the living room like, this is a real movie worthy of the fans. Respect." Oh, wait, it goes on. But but there are a few things we need to figure out before we can get that really going, but it's exciting.
So Zendaya's going to be in it? Or
No.
not necessarily. They live together.
Yeah, they're dating, or they live together?
I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're together.
Yeah.
So even if she's not in it,
She would be involved.
probably be getting to read it or whatever. Look, I thought what he's okay, because back in the day there was a rumor that Sony wanted another huge movie with multiverse elements, bring back the Spider-Man, go all out again, and Marvel on the other hand is like, that's not going to work because we just did that. It's going to be diminishing returns. We should do a small story, especially the way we just left him in the previous movie. It calls for an anonymous small Spider-Man story, and maybe he's got, and he's in that kind of era where he's fending for himself.
Yeah.
And Tom Holland was on that side. So for him to say this and say, we're doing something different, I kind of thought it was more in that direction, because if you do a battle world, it's just like the last one.
I know. That's why I hope that's not true. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind seeing the other Spider-Man again. But it's like, give Tom Holland Spider-Man a chance to be Tom Holland Spider-Man,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, from a story perspective, I think it'd be better if he was on his own. Me personally, I'd love to see Andrew Garfield again. But if that's going to make the movie worse, don't do it.
No, he should. If he's going to do any team-ups, it should be with characters like
Daredevil
or Deadpool.
Yeah. Like, Kingpin as a villain, I'm cool with.
Yeah.
Have him just team up with, like, Daredevil instead of 3 other Spider-Men.
Yeah.
Daredevil, Kate Bishop,
Oh, yeah.
just something like that.
Get started on the Young Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd be cool with
Especially since that's clearly taking a while. They're all going to be old Avengers by the time we get there.
They're all like adults already. And also, isn't the new Spider-Man movie supposed to come out after Secret Wars?
Oh, I have no idea. Probably not, because it's filming in the summer. Okay. So probably give it another year.
So maybe after
2026.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're gonna do because first is
Doomsday. Doomsday's first.
Doomsday's first, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if they're gonna do like Battle World, like do it obviously.
That's gonna be a Secret Wars thing. Yeah,
maybe. I don't know.
And like, is Secret Wars gonna reboot the MCU?
I hope not. I have no idea. I don't want to think about it.
Or like,
really,
like soft reboot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Maybe we
don't even have the X-Men yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it seems sad that they would even try to reboot now. I mean, I don't know. I have mixed feelings, but. All right, guys, that is it for us today with news from the Phantom Zone. We'll thank you guys for watching or listening and supporting us on Patreon. We'll see you guys next time with more news. What is all this? I got to delete this.
The Decepticons are... Oh.
All right. So...
So what?
I'm trying to figure out what we're doing. Venom 3.
Ugh.
Let's go here. It says Marvels. Oh, that's old. Okay.
Whoa.
I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get some nose spray because my nose is all fucked.
Again?
What do you mean again?
Oh, it was your ear last time. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh, no, I still have that.
Jesus. It's been like a month and a half.
No, I know. It's a big problem. Okay, I'm better now. I'm back.
Is it weird that I'm excited for Mellow Mushroom?
I know it's good.
I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, damn, I want to go.
Yeah, it's a really good pizza place. Arnold, bro, BB Cato.
Whoa.
We were sort of talking about you in our Discord the other day.
Me?
No, him.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
And not this Discord. Not our Discord, a different Discord. Anyway. Hey, but thanks for stopping by, dude. Okay, let's get started. We need Mellow Mushroom is not mid. What?
It's better than CPK.
Yeah, it is. No, Mellow Mushroom's good. They have really good flavors. All their pizza tastes really fresh. It's good. I won't take the slander any longer.
It's very filling too, even like the personal size ones.
Yeah, they went out of business and they don't work. They're going strong everywhere else.
Orlando's repping them hard.
Oh, hey, thank you. Early birthday. Mellow Mushroom is a pizza place.
Yeah, you haven't seen it on TikTok?
Oh, yeah, true. He might not get certain TikToks.
Oh.
Because of his location.
Also, he's not in the restaurant industry.
Yeah, it's a pizza place. It's all like psychedelic themed. It's from the 70s. Like, and so they kind of just stayed doing that, basically.
Yeah, it's just like pizza and beer.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's a good pizza place. What is this?
Lazy Moon's kind of good too.
Where's this area code from? I'm getting text messages from someone.
What are they saying to you?
North Carolina. I don't know anybody in North Carolina.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
you do.
Yeah, but she doesn't. She wouldn't have a North Carolina area code. She's not from there.
Bowers?
No.
What do they say?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's spam. They're like, "Hey, you want to meet up for a drink?" And then I'm supposed to say like,
What if it's
Who
Bowers?
is texting you?
I don't know. And I'm supposed to go like, "Who is this?" And then they go like, and they get my credit card information or something. It's a classic scam.
From your phone number?
Never have a scam like that.
What if it's Bowers?
Oh, you don't get I get scams like this all the time. It's like a lot of times they'll be like, "Hey, Anna," and it's always Anna. That's always the fake name.
It's
they
always
use.
Anna?
Yeah, because then you go, "That's not who I am. You have the wrong phone number," and then they start a dialogue with you.
And you're like, oh, but what's your SSN?
Yeah. Anyway.
Philly said it's him.
Ah, cool. I'm glad you got a North Carolina area code. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, you.
What?
Oh, nothing. I was waiting for you. And I'm just distracted by but it's fine. Yeah, her tattooing over there. Sable's tattooing over there. She's tattooing fake skin.
She's tattooing herself.
Anyway, welcome to Films from the Phantom Zone, your podcast about failed and forgotten comic book movies, where we would usually review watch a forgotten superhero movie and decide, does this belong in the Phantom Zone to be forgotten forever or out and about for everyone to rewatch and remember fondly? My name's Arnaldo, and I'm your host, and I'm joined by
Birdo.
And Berto, what thing are we doing today?
Venom, The Last Dance.
Yeah. I know.
Well, they do dance.
Sable said that's so embarrassing that it's called that.
What if it was called Venom Save the Last Dance?
You know, part of me thinks they just put that dancing in there to justify the fucking title.
Because that scene was very forced.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Kato in the chat says, if your credit card number was how wealthy you are, how rich would you be?
Very.
Oh, because he wants you to read his credit card number.
2.
Anyway.
Take from that what you will.
Yes, Venom. The third Venom, The Last Dance. Yeah, this is a review. The movie just came out, so we're pretty on top of it.
You know what they should have called it?
Ooh, what?
V3 Nom.
Oh yeah, you're probably right. There was a lot of fan art of of the poster saying like Venom cubed, and it just made me think that like
Nah, this movie's not
It'd be
smart
like-
enough for that.
No, it would be like a three-way symbiote situation where like
That'd be
a
cool.
symbiote takes over Venom, who then takes over
Is that possible?
anybody. Probably not. It's like a Majin Buu situation. Anyway.
Who then takes over Eddie? Who then?
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we kind of took a small hiatus wherein before we did Transformers, the second one. What's that one called? Revenge
of the Fallen.
the Fallen. Yeah. We did that with Philly, who's our fan here. You can check that out.
It's been a month.
Yeah, that was a minute ago, yeah.
Gee.
Kato, there's really hardly anything to spoil in this very dumb movie.
I don't even know what could be spoiled.
I
guess one thing.
I can think of exactly one thing.
Yeah.
Because there's a cameo, sorta.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking the cameo.
Well, you're probably not thinking the same cameo I'm thinking. But it's not a character famous enough for anyone to care. So,
I know a possible cameo.
I'm talking about Agony because we're going to talk about her in a
Oh,
minute.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Is it a spoiler if I say it?
No.
It might be.
Well, no, we're going to talk about him too.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Are you talking about Null?
No.
Oh. Then no.
Oh, okay. I'll save it.
Okay, cool.
It's because I don't know. Nothing's confirmed, but
Yeah.
it's something I thought of.
So we're probably
Apparently a lot
not.
of other
I don't
people.
know, dude. I don't know if we're going to do spoilers for this because there's very few things, but
Oh, okay.
we'll keep that integrity for
yeah.
for you, I guess. Anyway, this is written by, or we are streaming on Twitch. We stream all these episodes live on Twitch. Come check us out on twitch.tv/filmsfrompz. I'm going to start streaming Spider-Man again so I can finish that game.
It's coming to PC.
And I know. I know.
The game's already been out a year.
Yeah. Which is a lot quicker than the turnaround the
true.
first
That's
time.
true. I thought it was going to be like 5 years before.
It was like 4 or 5 years the first time. But wow, yeah, anyway. This movie is written by Kelly Marcel and Tom Hardy, who gets a story credit.
Tom Hardy, I don't know you want your name on this.
I know.
my
Directed
friend.
by Kelly Marcel, starring Tom Hardy, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Juno Temple, Reese Ifans, and Andy Serkis. There's some other people
Andy
too,
Serkis barely.
yeah, asterisk. Part of me was surprised that Andy Serkis didn't come back to direct. His directorial debut was the last one.
Which we weren't super fond of either. That was less of a direction thing and more of a just writing thing for us, I think, though. The writing in that movie sucked.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty on par with this one, though, I think.
I think all three of them are pretty on par.
I think
with
they're
each
all
other.
about the same,
Th-
aren't they?
If anything, this is a very consistent trilogy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's consistently shit.
It's very consistent. So what I think is funny about that list of 5 actors is that they're all British.
Why?
Every single one of those actors
and
is
they all
British.
play Americans.
And they're all Andy Serkis?
Alien.
Maybe. I don't remember if he's why is the poster in oh god damn it.
Wait, yeah, what does that say?
It says
Bis dus.
to tide say it's probably
Is that
German.
till death do they part?
Yeah, motherfucker. Well, thanks for pointing that out to me.
We live in another country tonight.
Yeah, I'll figure that out.
Wait, is The Last Dance still in English, though?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Sometimes they do that.
Huh.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't. It depends on the country, too. You know, I don't... Well, you kind of speak Spanish now. You've been practicing
little
Duolingo
bit.
for
400
many
something
years.
days.
Yeah. If you look at... It's kind of funny. There's a lot of memes about it. But how movies get dubbed in Spanish depend on what country they go to.
Oh.
So, like, Latin America gets one
yeah,
dub.
'cause there's different Spanish.
Sorta.
Yeah.
It's really, I mean, yeah, it's different, but it's not like all that different. And so Latin
it's
America,
different enough to where like one word could mean something completely different.
yeah, I just
so-
think they're like different bodies of people out there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Latin America will get one dub, and Spain gets another one.
What does Puerto Rico get?
The Latin America one, because we're in Latin America.
True.
So, and a lot of times in Latin American ones, because we're in such close proximity in the United States, a lot of it just stays in English. Like the poster might be exactly the same, but then the movie gets dubbed. Meanwhile, in like Spain, it's like they'll translate everything, and they have a completely different dub, and everything is completely different. But Anyway, there's a lot of funny memes about how they translate one versus the other. One day I'll find the examples,
Yeah.
the best ones. But-
And Captain, 1 year. Almost.
Oh, hey, cool. Subscribed.
We need to
For
turn on
11.
our subscription notifications.
Yeah, I gotta
Where's
play with-
Ghost Rider?
I gotta play with that. I don't know why that's not working.
We don't
Me?
have one.
The mod wouldn't have
Oh, wait, Philly's
access.
a mod.
No mod would have access.
They wouldn't
to
have
that.
access to our bots.
You have to be
though. Yeah.
literally on this computer to do it.
Yeah, we know. I
We're-
know.
Hey, where's your stream?
I actually do want to start on Tuesdays.
You said that last year.
I know, but I thought about it a lot. Now that I'm not as busy and I'm saying no to everyone for chats.
You could be streaming this right now, really.
No, I'm too focused.
Oh, locked in.
It would just be us talking
Locked
in the
and
background.
loaded.
Yeah, stream at the same time.
No, I mean I don't mean literally at the same time we're doing it. I'm just
Oh,
saying
like
in
what
general.
you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time I do. I mean, these are kind of hard to do on stream. I'd rather just paint or do a different
Oh, true. Kato, it's not too soon. It's just probably not the place to talk about. Anyway, let's do some background on two characters. Light spoilers. Again,
I guess.
but I want to talk about Agony, who is one of the symbiotes.
Which one is Agony?
She's the one who's in this movie. She's purple. She got long hair.
Oh. No.
No, that's that green one.
She was green.
Yeah, I don't know who she is.
See, there's
At
so
all.
many
Yeah.
symbiotes
I
that all appear for about a second.
I don't know if you want to look. Oh, wait, she was super fast, wasn't
Yeah,
she?
she was like a speedster.
Okay, I literally have in my notes, why did they zoom in on her shoes when she was putting on her shoes at the very beginning of the movie? Do you remember that?
They did a lot of backstory for her that didn't matter.
It was, yeah, Christmas. They just call her Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, she literally, but there's a part where like she changes her shoes and the camera like zooms in
Is
on
she a
her
runner?
putting on, I guess, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I didn't even catch the foreshadowing that she becomes a speedster later.
No, like her and Dr. Payne, there was just backstory there that didn't really amount to anything. I guess it was just to foreshadow.
Yeah, but that foreshadowing was silly, and it just makes you go, why are we foot fetishing right now? You know?
Yeah. Wait, was Christmas the speedster one, or was she?
Yeah, wasn't she?
Or was she the one? I thought she had like blades.
How many women are there that turn into symbiotes? I thought it was
Just
just
two.
two.
Just two.
Yeah, she's the fast one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. That whole third act was like,
Oh, it's a blur.
yes.
Anyway, Agony. She debuted in 1993, but went unnamed until 2012.
So she was just like a background symbiote.
She was one of the 5 symbiotes forcibly spawned from Venom by the Life Foundation to be used by them and their
So she was
clients.
literally a background character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's, again, one of 5. The 5 are Scream.
Who is in the?
Is she? I don't remember. Are you talking about?
She's in the Universal ride.
Yeah, she's in the Universal
yeah.
ride. That one.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. She is not in the last one. It was Shriek or something.
Shriek, yeah, and she wasn't a symbiote. She was mute. In the comic, Shriek is a mutant, but I don't. She had
She's like-
powers in the movie. I don't.
Oh, true. But then she gets symbioted though. And then, but is not Scream,
No, she's not Scream.
who is like the most popular of the female
Yeah,
symbiotes.
because she
you
looks
know?
cool and creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Scream, Agony, Phage, Riot, and Lasher.
Wasn't Riot in the first Venom movie?
Oh, that gray one?
Wasn't he the bad guy in the first one?
I have no idea.
I thought that was Riot.
Anyway, so she has all the same powers as all the other Venoms, but she can spit acid. That's like her only other thing.
Whoa.
Yep.
Philly said Riot was the bad guy in the first one. Thank you,
Oh,
because
cool,
I
perfect.
barely remember the first movie.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I remember enough to know that this movie broke a bunch of rules established in the first one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, hold that thought. Oh, yeah, I've got. Yeah, I got a
Remember
little
how,
boner
you know,
pick. Remember how they
symbiotes can't
die? Yeah.
Symbiotes can't just attach to anybody. It has to be like a perfect match.
Yeah, I also remember that.
Oh, they're just jumping on every fucking scientist they see.
Yep. Anyway, Null. Oh, anyway, that's it for that. Let's talk about Null, who is introduced. You told me over dinner he's the god of retcons, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's been introduced several times, and I just
Yep.
copied and pasted what it says on like the wiki.
Oh, yeah, because he's technically his first appearance was in Thor: God of Thunder #6 back in 2013, but that was
It says here retroactively.
right. So in that issue, there was a shadowy figure. They retroactively made that null, like, what, 10 years later? Like,
No,
8 years later?
5 years.
5 years later.
5 years later. Yeah.
Yeah, so they made it so that Null was the shadowy figure that was kind of responsible for putting Gore on the path of killing all the gods.
Okay. So that's Thor: God of Thunder #6.
But
in
Null wasn't
2013.
created until 2018.
2018 Venom Volume 4 #3, June of 2018.
Yeah.
Full appearance, it says here. Which I was like, what does that mean?
Well, sometimes it'll be like, this character was introduced at the end of this issue, but his first full appearance was the next one.
Gotcha. Hello, Zabdrab.
Hey, Sabra.
So, and then it says chronologically Venom Volume 4 #4, so in the next issue.
Which probably,
I guess it was a flashback or something.
probably.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
It was probably to like his origin.
Yeah. I don't know why that's included. And also, he died. He died in King in Black #5 in April 21.
Oh,
I'm
so
sure
like
they'll bring him back.
a couple, they probably will.
Anyway, what else can you tell me about Null?
Okay. Obviously we got his introductions and all that, but he is a primordial deity
Okay.
that came into being following the destruction of the 6th iteration of the cosmos. So I guess the cosmos have been made multiple times and destroyed multiple times, but the 6th time was, I guess, when he was created. And then like he was just kind of drifting through the endless void until the Celestials arrived.
The primordial void, right? Is that what they call it? Go on. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. Until the Celestials arrived and started creating the 7th iteration of the cosmos. So they're just restarting the universe,
it's like
I guess.
a Matrix.
Kind of, yeah. The Celestials then offered Null the position of King in Black. And the purpose of the King in Black is to look after the Celestials' creations. So just kind of like, seems like a guardian type thing. But he refused, and he kind of rebelled against the Celestials, and he created All Black the Necrosword, which is the first symbiote. So Null created the symbiotes.
Did he put himself in the sword? It's like a Sauron thing.
No.
It's just so the sword is a symbiote.
The sword is a symbiote.
Okay.
He created.
So why does it? Okay, so in this movie, why does he want to kill? Well, no, he wants the.
He wants to get the codex so he can escape because he's trapped.
Why is he trapped?
Because the symbiotes turned against him and trapped him.
Are you talking to me about like comics, or are you talking about
Both?
in this movie?
Both.
Okay, so that's like accurate.
Yeah.
Okay. So the symbiotes like fought him.
They imprison him on the planet Clintar.
Okay.
And the planet itself is actually like it's made of symbiotes.
Oh,
so the
Jesus.
planet itself is just a cage to hold Null,
Okay.
basically.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's a lot of weird cosmic
Yeah.
fantasy.
I don't know if I love or hate that like Venom is introduced as just like, hey, he's an alien from space. Don't think about it too much. And then decades later, they're like, let's think about it a lot.
Let's think about it way too much.
Let's like really get into it.
There's a Venomverse comic event. Did you know that?
Oh no! See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it was kind of more fun. It was just kind of this one thing, you know.
I mean, you gotta wonder like where'd he come from? Are there more?
No,
of them?
right, but then,
But
like,
we
he
kind of got
starts
that
rep-
with Carnage and all
Well,
that.
yeah, he reproduces.
Yeah.
through in Carnage
Carnage
and some of the
and-
other
yeah.
ones, like these guys.
But it's like he had to come from somewhere.
I guess
So I guess
That's what I'm saying.
It's just
I'm
a
kinda-
matter of time.
I'm kind of torn on.
And even the like light spoilers for Spider-Man 2, the game, but even that gets a little bit into like the Null stuff.
Oh,
Not directly. He's not mentioned, but like you find
Yeah.
like artifacts and stuff with like that symbol on it.
Those games are so good at Easter eggs.
They are.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to All Black the Necrosword. He used that to kill one of the Celestials, and after that he was banished. And the Celestial that Null killed, he actually decapitated it, and that became Nowhere. Here's where we're getting into retcons.
Oh, okay.
So I guess Null created Nowhere. Cool.
By killing that Celestial
Yeah.
with the sword.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I feel like we must have talked about that We talked about Thor, but I don't remember
I think we talked about the sword a little bit.
that. So I wonder how, like, Marvel was able to use the Necro Sword. If it's one of those like Spider-Man side characters, technically.
I think it's whether or not you consider the sword like a character or if it's just a sword.
I mean, it talks.
Yeah, it does.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what are the rights on that?
Well, okay. You know what it might be?
It might be because the Necrosword debuted in a Thor comic.
Right, and it was only afterwards retconned to be a Spider-Man related object.
Yeah.
/ character. That's probably how they got away with that. Otherwise, Sony would be like, you can't do that.
Also, I think he was just created after all those deals were made anyway. The MCU was already in full swing by the time.
It doesn't matter. Like, I think the way it works is like Sony has, all they have left is Spider-Man and Spider-Man related characters.
Right.
So they can argue that a character either is like directly related or tangentially related to Spider-Man. They have full rights to it. But then there's some characters that might have dual rights. Like, it's unclear whether or not
like
Kingpin.
Kingpin.
Yeah.
Although he debuted in Daredevil, I think.
Okay. Well, there you go.
So I think that checks out.
Yeah.
I'm curious if they had to do any negotiating to use a sword in Love and Thunder.
But it's kind of like how what's his face? They were able. I mean, it was a different deal. Quicksilver with Fox.
Oh, they were both able to use them.
They both get to use them because he's as equally an Avenger as he is a X-Men or whatever. Anyway.
Yeah. Weird legal
Interesting.
stuff. But yeah, so he decapitated the Celestial. That eventually becomes Nowhere. It says here that in combining the cosmic energies of the decapitated head with the symbiote, it unintentionally gave the symbiotes their weaknesses to high sonic frequencies and fire. I don't know why celestial energy gives them weaknesses.
Oh.
But
so they have to have a reason why they all share the same weakness.
I guess, yeah, and it's I guess just because of Null.
Oh. Again, something that some comic book writer put in a Spider-Man comic in like the early 70s, and now they're like, oh, we need to explain it. And it needs to be convoluted.
That's comics, baby. So eventually Null creates symbiote armor, and with his armor and with all black, he started killing just other Celestials until he eventually crash landed on an unnamed planet where Gore took all black from the incapacitated Null.
Oh, okay.
So I guess Gore like stole the sword.
Yeah. God, they could have done so much more with Gore.
I know. And then like I can go on and on up until like today's time, but like that's Null's like beginnings. He does eventually kill Eddie Brock at some point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then Eddie Brock becomes the King in Black.
Oh, so
I haven't read that storyline.
So he becomes a new Null.
I mean, I think he's still Eddie.
Interesting.
I think he actually takes on like the actual role of the King in Black, though, what it was supposed to be.
Right.
Whereas Null was like, I'm not doing this. Fuck you. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
It's like he's supposed to do this job and he
Right.
just refuses to do it, and he became this monster.
Right.
It's very loosely related, but
Yeah. Oh my God, are we gonna watch Pirates of the Caribbean again?
I might watch it just because.
Just because you mentioned it loosely.
Well, yeah, Null is a character I'm not super familiar with. I know people were shitting their pants when he showed up in the trailer.
Oh, was he in the trailer?
He was in the second trailer for the movie, and people were like, "Holy shit, it's Null!" Like, I get he's a powerful character. He doesn't seem super interesting though.
Yeah. Well, can we let's just look. I want to talk about this movie for about the next 30 minutes, and it's not that there's no real spoilers in this. So
No,
let's just from here on in, we're just gonna talk about it openly. Null is in the movie and he's boring as shit.
He sits in a chair.
So-
I get it. He's imprisoned and he's trying to get out, so it's like he can't really do much. And from what I understand, the intent was to just be an introduction to him.
They could have let him out.
They could have.
That's what I was expecting.
But yeah, from what I understand, this was just supposed to be an introduction. There's supposed to be like more movies planned where Noel is like a big bad.
Yeah.
There's rumors saying maybe he'll be involved with Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
I would not like that.
Yeah, I don't.
I would not.
I just
at all.
I don't know where they're going with this, but yeah, he does pretty much nothing in this movie, and his entire role in this amounts to basically the 2 seconds we got at Thanos in Avengers. And for some reason, the 2 seconds we got at Thanos in the Avengers was more interesting than Noel.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you're gonna do that, you introduce the character at the end, like they did with Thanos.
Right? Don't introduce him at the very beginning.
No. Don't do that. Like, just don't.
And you could have even.
Because it's like a Chekhov's fucking villain. Like
it would have made the movie better too if they didn't introduce him at the beginning, because they could have been like, the symbiotes could have been talking about something that they were scared of, and then we'd have this mystery. It's like, oh, what the hell are they so afraid of? Instead, we know, oh, it's that guy sitting in the chair that we saw at the beginning of the movie.
But if you're gonna, we talked about this a while ago. If you're gonna kind of set up a movie with these stakes, and the stakes are, if we don't do this, this ultimate bad guy is gonna get out, and you talk about that the entire movie, right? And then at the end, what do? Either the heroes win, and that ultimate bad guy just never shows up, but then that's kind of boring, or the heroes lose, the ultimate bad guy shows up, and now they have to beat him. Like, the thing you're trying to prevent, do you actually prevent it, or do you allow it to happen and then you fix it?
Zack Snyder's Justice League did that with Darkseid, where they stopped him from like coming through, or they kind of pushed him back through the portal.
Yeah, they closed the portal before anything could happen, really.
Yeah, but that movie made it more interesting.
No, because they didn't set this all up like they win at the end, and Darkseid sees them, and it's like, okay, well, now I'm gonna come after you. That raises the stakes.
Yeah,
and it's very similar. It's actually incredibly similar to the Avengers, where the portal's open,
and Tony Stark throws
Thanos is gonna come in here. They win. They close the portal, and Thanos is like, "Ooh, didn't like that. I'm coming after you guys."
True.
You know,
but the way this movie did it was just dull. Because
you showed him in the beginning, and you're like, "Okay, so we're gonna get that, right?" And then it's like, "Well, no.
Yeah.
You're actually that's for another movie." It's like, well, then you needed to put that at the end. You know what I mean? If it's gonna be a teaser, you put it in the middle or at the end. If it's for this movie, then yeah, you set it up at the beginning. But then like he should have got out. You know, and like at the end of this movie, I'm skipping ahead, but fucking Venom dies. Like that's kind of like the big reveal, you know? But he dies in such an awful way that seems so meaningless that like I'm just like, well, why didn't Noel come through and kill Venom? That would have been way more interesting.
Well, he couldn't come through because they still had the Codex.
Right. What if
they had to take the Codex in order to get Noel out?
Well, yeah, but we'll get to it, but that's also a really dumb premise. And is that from the comics, or did they just make all that up?
That might be from the comics.
Because it sounds super made up. I don't know. The only other time I've ever heard of a Codex is in Man of Steel, and it made me think of that.
When I think of Codex, I think of like in a video game, like you get like Codex entries, and it's just bits of lore. It's like a codex that you read.
Right.
So it's weird that the Codex is like a thing that's inside of them.
Well, that's exactly how Man of Steel was, remember? Codex was put inside of...
Yeah, but that was like specifically placed
Cal's
there.
DNA or whatever.
Yeah. This was like, oh, it was created because Venom saved Eddie.
Okay, well, yeah, real quick. The ending with Noel would have been way better, I think, and then it would have set up... If you're going to set up another one, which just seems like this is what it's doing, or setting up some sort of like Sony shared universe...
Like they've been doing.
Like they keep trying and then backing away from it and then trying in a different direction, right? If you're going to do that, that would have been the setup. I would have actually left the movie going, oh, wow, like this movie did something. Instead of like, oh, we just sat around and played with these monsters for a little bit and Noel is still right there. And he doesn't change. He's in the same exact situation as he was before.
The only difference is there's a lot of dead symbiotes now.
Yeah. But like he doesn't get the Codex, right?
No.
So what's the point of all this is all I'm saying.
He knows where it's at now.
You can't go anywhere. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
He'll just
So-
send more of the
Little creatures.
yeah, what are they called? Something phages.
Oh, I don't fucking remember.
Xenophage.
Xenophage. Phage was one of the 5 Venoms.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah. No, I don't, because they didn't name any of them.
No. The one
I
the
know.
one from the comic I just read.
But
Yeah,
none
yeah,
of them
yeah.
are named in the movie. It's just
No, of
like,
course not.
if you recognize the color, I guess.
Yeah. Also, we've seen some in different colors before too.
Yeah.
But,
But back to the beginning of this movie, they fucked with the No Way Home scene again.
Okay, well, hold on. Before we get there, because I do want to get there. This premise, all of the rules to how the Codex is a thing, kind of don't make any sense.
It's also explained twice
and it's
in the exact same way.
and it's a little over explained too. And this whole movie is just exposition. Every conversation, every dialogue between any
It's
two
not
characters.
the way humans talk to each other.
No, because it's all, it's the 2 bad guys who are like, hey, do you remember the plan? Yeah, duh, it's this. It's not conversations that people would naturally be having.
Right.
My favorite part for this is when you meet a family on a road trip and the family, like, recaps what they're doing to each other. They're like, oh, we're on our way to, and it's like,
Don't you remember, idiot? We're going to Area 51.
yeah, my life.
We're going to see aliens.
My
It's
life's dream.
Did you forget
I
what we
don't-
were doing?
I don't know, like, that's when you introduce a new character and then you tell them. But then they did that anyway, so it was like, what did you do in the first place?
Right, because they explained it to the family, and then they explained it to Eddie.
You're right, they explained it to each other first. And that's kind of how a lot of this movie
But
is.
it's like, the movie's already short, and it's still padding for time. Like,
yeah.
what?
So you've got, like...
But also, it's moving at a breakneck pace. It's all over the fucking place.
I think it was paced way better than the other two. I guess that's one hot take.
I mean, there was
I
like
think this
one
movie-
scene where they kind of take a break, and that was it.
This movie is paced way better than the first two, which are hard to watch because they're so breakneck. But especially the second
If you
one.
watch the first two as one movie, I feel like it might work better.
Probably, yeah.
It's also about the length of one movie.
Yeah. So, what's I saying? Exposition. The rules for the codex. So yeah, exposition dumps. First scene is null, and it looks like a video game cutscene. And it looks great for a video game
It looks like a
cutscene.
game over screen or something.
Yeah, but it's too dark, and it's too... It doesn't look tangible at all. It looks like you're in a video game, right?
The entire thing, like there's no set or anything. It's literally just like it's a CGI scene.
Yeah, Null's not played by a person. He's played by a video game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's completely CGI. No, I mean, it's literally dark. Yeah,
like
visually dark.
Like,
yeah.
it's dark as fuck.
And you can't really see very good. You can't really hear Andy Serkis too well, I don't think, who's voicing Null. I don't know. There was a lot of exposition dumping that he did that kind of I didn't really hear. What about you?
I think it just boiled down to I'm trapped here. The symbiotes betrayed me.
Yeah, but again, who are you talking to?
Us.
But why?
He's also talking to us at the end.
But why? Like, why doesn't he have
when he
any-
has his little monologue, even though he's alone there?
If he doesn't have anyone to talk to, then someone else should be saying this information. You know what I mean? And
Like
so,
Venom telling the story
but-
to Eddie or something.
what making it so that he can still do portals and stuff though, right?
Apparently. Because
So-
he was
So
sending his
how
little...
trapped is he then? I'm so
I
confused.
guess he can't leave, but he could like send the creatures he creates.
Well, so apropos of nothing in the beginning of the movie, he goes, "All right, my children, go kill my other children. Go find the Codex." And he opens a bunch of portals like Doctor Strange,
Yep.
and they go through the portals,
Yep.
right?
And then that same portal opens up and sucks Venom and Eddie back.
Okay, but hold on. Because then they also explain, like, I think he literally explains the rules, which are the Codex. A symbiote can have a Codex only if his host dies, and the
he's-
symbiote
brings it back.
then
to life.
brings them back to life. How incredibly specific.
That's very specific.
How incredibly specific.
I like how this movie had to remind us that happened in the first movie
And I'm glad it did.
because I forgot.
I didn't. Was that the first movie?
It was the first movie.
And he died.
And apparently even Eddie forgot. He was like, "Good thing I didn't die." And he's like, "Well, there was that one time."
For
And then they literally show the scene.
For a second though, I thought that was just like a random cutaway, almost like a Family Guy style. Be like, remember that one time you died?
No, it's like
But
it literally cut to the first movie.
But it was something that we hadn't even seen before. That would have been really funny if it was. But yeah,
He just died off screen.
remember that random episode that you died in? No. Anyway.
Also, how about the fact that I guess it's only been a year since the first movie?
Oh yeah. That's weird.
And Eddie looks like he aged like 10 years.
Tom Hardy. God, there's so many things I want to talk about. Let's talk about what you were getting at is how they've retconned this 3 times now, basically, to the point where I don't even remember.
I remember the original because I used to make fun of it. You remember when Eddie was like, "Oh," and
Yeah,
he like
yeah.
disappeared in like a white light?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's apparently not how it happens now.
Okay, so
he gets thrown through a portal.
Yeah, right, exactly. So I had to think about this really hard to remember how the 3 different versions of this have took place, basically. So originally, correct me if I'm wrong, because it's hard to remember.
Everyone that knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man.
Hold on, it goes further than that. Yes.
Everyone
that knew from
Wait, but
Far From Home.
it goes before that because
No,
at the end of Venom 2,
that's what I'm getting.
Venom's like, "Let me show you the multiverse."
I thought you went all the way back to Far From Home. No, that's No Way Home anyway. It doesn't matter.
I didn't go that far back.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing happened there. Okay, so at the end of Venom 2, the post-credit scene is that Eddie Brock he's on the lam, right? He's running from the cops, and he is in
Mexico.
Is he in Mexico? I thought he was just in a random hotel.
I think he was in like a hotel in Mexico.
Okay, so he's
specifically Mexico.
He's in a grubby, gross Mexican hotel, and then something that he can't explain happens, and he is now in the MCU.
Yep.
Right, and he looks around. It's a really nice hotel, and he turns on the TV,
and you see the news of Spider-Man killed Mysterio.
Right,
and it's Peter Parker.
Yeah, and he goes, "Well, that's interesting. I'm gonna go see what that guy's like." No reason why. He just
Venom like licks the TV and is like, "That guy."
Yeah, no, we don't know. So then, the idea is, now he's suddenly here because of the spell from No Way Home. But then the No Way Home post-credits scene. Am I doing this right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still on the right track.
Then how did we know that the villains would come over? We didn't. Okay. So
we were like, "What the hell happened?"
Right.
Yeah.
So the thinking was, he got transported to, because the trailer told us that was going to happen, because we already knew about Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Right? So we thought, okay, so this Venom is definitely going to be in No Way Home with the other villains. Then you watch that movie, and he never shows up. In the whole movie.
He never left the hotel.
Yeah, the whole movie. I'm like, well, then why did they bring him? What was that setting up? You thought he'd be in No Way Home.
Right.
And then he's not in No Way Home. And then
he's in the post-credits.
In the post-credits, he's still in the hotel. He's just getting drunk. And the bartender's telling him who, like, Thanos is and shit like that.
Right.
And then because of the spell that broke at the end of No Way Home, all the villains go back to their universe.
Right.
So he fucks off back to his universe. He does, do it again? Yeah, he does that. So then we're like, well, shit, what was the point of that? And then a little bit of symbiote gets left over.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, cool. And then in this one, they changed that scene. So the portal is because of Null, but why?
Yeah, it's like Null's portal opened and he got like sucked into it like very violently.
But why does Null have the ability to do that?
I don't know.
And if he had the ability to do that, why not just bring Venom to his planet? If he has the ability to send the monsters out and he has the ability to bring Venom in because Venom went to a different universe.
Venom does say at the end of the second movie, right before they move, that like the symbiotes have like a hive mind across universes.
Okay. So he can bring him back from another universe.
I guess.
At the same time that Dr. Spell's thing.
Dr. Spell. Yeah.
Dr. Spell. Dr. Strange's spell would have just worn out.
Right.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
And
is my
then
point.
now I don't know if a piece of the symbiote's actually left in the MCU anymore or not.
Okay,
because the scene's completely different now.
Sure, but very similarly.
But also, is this movie even canon to the MCU?
That's a good question. So, because fucking the Mexican bartender.
It's the same guy.
Well, he still talks about, he references Thanos because he repeats the same scene, the same line.
We just don't get any reference to like Iron Man or anything like that. Thanos.
Well, he says, yeah, he says,
Because remember,
liking stones and stuff.
yeah. He's like,
Anyway.
aliens don't collect stones. He's
Yeah.
being all weird and stuff.
He's a fucking idiot.
They don't collect stones. They like to eat people.
Yeah. So there's
God,
a
this
very
Eddie Brock sucks.
yeah. So it doesn't really make any sense because now there's a piece of symbiote, depending on what version of this is quote unquote canon, like any of it matters. There's a piece of symbiote left over in the MCU, right? Maybe. But in this version, when he goes back, there's another piece of symbiote that's on that bar table also,
And Carl Mordo shows up.
and he grabs it. Right,
It's not Mordo.
Yeah. Chiwetel Ejiofor's character grabs it.
Good job saying his name, by the way, because I cannot
I've
pronounce
been
it.
practicing it. So, but it's confusing because it makes you go, "Oh, was that a retcon? That was in a different universe, though."
Right.
So I don't fucking know.
I don't think that part was a retcon.
Very confusing. But my point is, it's like they had all these ideas, and they just keep on putting the cart in front of the horse, and then being like, "Ah, shit, never mind. Let's take it back."
Yeah, because like remember in Morbius where it's like, oh, Vulture got transferred to this universe for some reason.
Right.
Why did Vulture get booted out of the MCU?
Well, right. Everyone gets booted in, and then he gets booted out.
It doesn't make sense with how the spell works.
Yeah. God, it's nonsense. This is nonsense.
They yeeted Michael Keaton out of the MCU.
Okay, let's
Like, man,
okay, let's talk about some story things.
what story?
Again, it's a lot of exposition. It's a lot like the first
It's
fucking
basically, hey, Noel's coming and he wants the Codex. Venom and Eddie are on the run. They're gonna go to New York City to clear it. Oh, speaking of shit that didn't matter.
Well, they still want to go to New York City.
Right, but the
But they
whole
found
thing
a
was like,
different
we're going to go to
reason.
New York City and clear our name. That's the premise we're setting up right now.
For the road
They don't
movie.
even make it out of the fucking desert, man.
This is kind of a road movie, and that's kind of what it's supposed to
and
be.
they move
right?
about, they get what, maybe 200 miles
They go from
through their trip?
Mexico to
Nevada.
Vegas. Yeah,
That's not that far.
I guess not.
They made it over the border, I guess. Congrats. But
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah. Speaking of Mexico, this was a very offensive stereotype, Mexico.
how come Mexico's always like shit in movies?
Yeah, but this was to another level.
Well, we had like the stereotypical cartel guys and
Those guys are pretty bad. But
dog fighting.
yeah, right. But you go outside and there's like cars on fire.
For some reason.
There's no one in the village. Like it is beat the fuck up. And I'm like, okay.
Like, what happened here?
This feels stereotypy, you know?
And why is Eddie here?
This doesn't feel right. I guess. Well, that's the thing, though. Since he got transported to the nice Mexico resort and then transported back to the shitty one, that means that he chose to stay. That's where he went.
That's where he originally was. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Maybe
then
'cause
why
it
is
was,
he
like,
surprised?
off the
I don't
grid.
know.
I don't know. I like that the bartender was the same.
I like that he just gets a little scruffier.
Yeah. He just looks a little more rough.
Yeah. That was kind of funny. But yeah, it's a lot of exposition. It's a lot of tell don't show. To the point where I thought, man, every single character is just, they say, hey, how's it going? Let's recap what we're doing. Let's talk about things we should already know. You know, you have Chiwetel Ejiofor and Juno Temple, who are like, you know, they get to Area 51. They're like, yeah, it's Area 50. First of all,
It's being decommissioned.
Area 51, it says so on the screen. Decommissioning in 3 days.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, you know how we're getting decommissioned in 3 days. Yeah, but no one knows what we do down here. Yeah, we catch aliens. You catch them, I study them. It's okay, we get it. And then they
Also,
go,
I was hit by lightning when I was a kid. My twin brother died.
Well,
We're never going to go back to that plot point.
okay, put a pin in that. I want to go back to that in a second. There's a scene where they go downstairs to look at the symbiotes just for visual.
And they're like, oh, cool.
It's more, yeah, and to more expository dialogue. And then they just go back upstairs and the symbiotes follow them. And it's just kind of like, why did you go downstairs at all? It's just.
And Detective Mulligan, who has a symbiote now.
I forgot that was the same character from
The second
before.
one.
Yeah.
He might have been in the first one too. But But yeah, they kind of wasted that character because like he was just locked up. He delivered some exposition, and then he dies.
Yeah. I liked when they were like, "Hey, you're safe here. Like, this isn't a prison." It sure as fuck looks like one. He's just surrounded by like 4 concrete walls and a fucking bed. like you're fine.
With the general coming down, going like, "These things are dangerous."
Yeah. We should probably kill them. So yeah, Juno Temple's character gets struck by lightning. I have a love-hate with this, and I'll tell you why. Because you probably have a hate with this.
I got a hate, I think.
But there is something so comic booky, so fucking comic booky, that you meet a character and you do a flashback and they have a wild and crazy origin story that's somehow relevant, and then it turns out to give them superpowers. Like that, in and of itself, is a beautifully silly.
That's not my issue with this
comic book thing.
It's the fact that it didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
All.
She gets lightning powers at the end. That's her special power.
And does like nothing.
Well, sure, but like,
with it.
You know, she's got them powers though. So like, part of me liked that, you know, we did this flashback, but it was such a bad flashback that it fucking upset me, because they cut to a beach and you got these 2 kids who are twin brother and sister, and you know it because they go, "Oh, twin brother." Do you know how you want to go to space? Yeah, twin sister. Do you know this nursery rhyme about how we got to go indoors before we get hit by lightning? Okay. Cut to them getting struck by lightning while holding hands.
Running just across the beach, not even towards anything.
Yeah, and they just have the most incestual looks on their faces, man. I'm sorry, but did you kind of get that vibe?
I mean, no.
Oh, okay. Well, they were holding hands real good, laying on the beach together, watching the stars.
They were thinking about space.
I don't know, man. You could have done it in a million better ways.
I don't know. It's a twin thing.
Yeah. Philly says fucking porn acting. Kinda. Oh, twin brother, no.
Well, he got struck by lightning and he's dead. So
yeah, he does really die though. And
well, she gets struck by lightning, and I guess the lightning leaves her body and
that's the thing, yeah.
And hits him because they were holding hands.
Yeah. The lightning needs somewhere to go.
Well, it's got to exit somewhere.
It's got to redirect.
Yeah. You ever seen Avatar?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess it goes through him and then it probably shoots out his face or something. I don't know.
Didn't shoot out of his foot, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. So I don't how do you feel about her character though?
She doesn't do much.
I don't like it.
She's kind of useless.
I don't like it at all.
And she's kind of back and forth on like being ethical or not too.
I don't think she had enough of a character to think about it too hard.
When they're talking about like when the symbiote's talking about, I think it's Toxin, the green symbiote that the detective was bonded with.
I don't know.
When he was talking about the codex and how like Noel's gonna come and kill literally everything.
Yeah.
So we gotta get rid of the codex.
See, you could have just had that be the Noel thing, and not have Noel in the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But she's like, nah, we're not gonna kill him. It's like, but everything's gonna die. And she goes, science is sacrifice. I'm like, what?
Yeah. She does go back and forth a bit.
But then at the end, she's like, oh, this is so wrong.
Yeah.
Make up your fucking mind on what you want to do.
I don't think that landed with me because she doesn't have enough of a personality.
Well, also Christmas. How about that scene where right after the scene I just talked about, she comes up and goes to like the other employee and she's like, have you talked to your family lately? And the employee's like, no, why? What's going on? She goes, nothing. And then the scene just cuts. Like what?
That's not something. When you work in Area 51 with aliens, that's not something you say to your coworker.
You spoken to your family lately?
You should probably tell them you love them.
Why? What's happening? Oh, don't worry about it.
Just, you never know,
The world might end is all.
No big deal.
There's just a lot of just weird things that characters are doing in this movie. And everybody was an idiot in this movie, too. Like, Venom goes into detail about how he can't fully transform because then the codex will be visible.
Oh, my God. I hate this rule so bad.
But here's the thing. He goes into, like, he explains it to Eddie. He says, I can't do it. Eddie almost dies because he couldn't do it. And then they see Mrs. Chen, and he transforms into Venom to dance with her.
That's when I went to the bathroom. How did that happen?
she said, "Hey, let's dance," and Venom was like, "Okay."
And that's literally it.
Yeah.
Wow.
They go up to her penthouse and they dance, and he transforms, and guess what? Everybody attacks him because he's a fucking idiot, and characters are doing stuff just to move the plot forward.
Yeah. The whole that kind of upset me because it didn't have like, I get the classic. This is a third movie. Let's take away the thing that makes the character and see what we have left over. And he's got to earn it again.
Here's what you have. Right? You have Eddie going, "Oh, this is the worst day ever. Oh, shit." And Venom going, "Oh, Eddie, this sucks."
That was a good Venom, actually. Dude.
Yes, Venom does want to bang Mrs. Chen, and I'm pretty sure Mrs. Chen wants to bang Venom.
Oh, they totally want to get down. The other thing about that, too, is that this movie is painfully unfunny. Like, none of the jokes
tries really hard to be funny.
None of the jokes are really good, though.
I don't think any of the jokes are good. A couple of lines did make me laugh, but it's like only because it's like I didn't expect it. Like when Reese Ethan's, is it Ethan?
I have no idea.
When his character goes, "Motherfucker," it made me laugh because it's like he's like this like chill family dude.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. God.
It was when all the symbiotes were like killing each other.
Yeah.
At Area 51.
What about the running gag where he doesn't have shoes?
It wasn't funny.
It's not funny. Like I don't know. This movie's just painfully unfunny.
The people in our theater thought it was funny.
No, there was like one person in the back who was like clapping. I turned around and like, what's wrong with you?
What is there to clap about right now? Yeah, they're like, yeah.
Is this your Portals moment? Why? Why is this the thing that's exciting you? Yeah, so it's not funny at all. But what really kind of gets me about what I was just saying about it's a third movie, let's take away what makes the hero, is that like it doesn't play like it does with Iron Man, where it's like, oh, he doesn't have a suit.
But he's using his ingenuity.
And, because at least that movie, a movie that I don't like that much.
I really like that movie.
Right, Iron Man 3. At least in that movie, it's it said, well, what is the character of Iron Man like without the suit?
It's a Tony Stark movie.
Yeah, what is he like? What happens if he doesn't have that like protection, not just physically but emotionally? That suit's protecting him. Like that's his new identity. Like he has to face his fears without it. It asks a lot of really good questions, and it has a lot of
rich man, a suit of armor without take him out of the armor. Yeah, what is he?
What is he? They made a whole movie about that.
Yeah, they did.
It's a great premise. You know what I mean? And this doesn't have any of that. But like, I'm sorry. Like I came to see like a Venom movie, and the very first thing they do is they go, "Hey, the one thing you like about
these? You can't be Venom.
Yeah, we're not actually gonna get Venom in this
unless you're dancing."
Instead, we're just gonna have Eddie just be fucking stupid with a floating head around him. That's the whole fucking movie. Because if he becomes Venom, and what a stupid rule. If he becomes Venom, then they'll find him. He becomes visible. And it's too many rules.
Especially since they're already breaking all the rules from the first movie.
Oh, yeah, true. So what I was thinking is, I remember if he doesn't attach himself eventually, he'll die.
Yes, that too.
But like a lot of these symbiotes,
didn't they say like since they were bonded too, that Eddie would die if they were separated too?
I don't remember that.
I remember him like being in a hospital and they like took Venom off and they're like, "You're killing him."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess that doesn't matter anymore.
I guess that doesn't matter. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. Because based on that, shouldn't Eddie be dead when Venom died? If you're going by that logic.
Yeah. So instead of cool action scenes, just talk about action for a little bit. You get the action scene in the beginning. It's just like them trying to not turn into Venom, and it has like Venom throwing Eddie into like a pile of bad guys, like a bowling pin, right? Like a bowling ball.
And he looks so stupid.
That's some Disney Channel style humor, I half expected like a bowling pin crash sound effect to be played.
It would have been pretty on brand for this, actually.
Oh man. Oh man, there's a scene in the middle part of this movie. It tries doing some stuff, but it doesn't get very far off the ground. And there's a part where he shoots a guy. Remember?
Oh yeah.
And for a second, he's like, "Oh man, like I killed someone. Like I shouldn't have done that."
And Venom's like, you didn't have a choice.
And then that's it. And then that's fucking it. And maybe he brings it up one more time with Reese Ifans, but I don't
think he does.
maybe not. Like that's the thing. Like
He doesn't tell him he killed someone.
but it's like I don't know. It's like you're trying to ask a question, which would be an interesting question, if not that like Venom's not a parasite, he's a symbiote.
Right.
And like you have some measure of control. You are super complicit every time you let him eat people. You know? And so at the beginning of the movie, it's like, well, first of all, we know he's eaten a lot of other people before.
Well, he has to do that. He has to eat either brains or chocolate.
Right,
to,
right. But at the beginning of the movie,
sustain himself.
You go through, you're jumping all these hoops to say, hey, he will eat these guys. But these are the worst people on the planet.
Right. They're like cartel leaders or doing
Yeah.
dog fights.
Number one, they're Mexican.
Oh, my God.
Number two, they're in a dirty, shitty Mexican town where everything's on fire and everything's yellow. Number three, they're dog fighters, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You know, you get to eat their brains, but then it's like, I don't know, dude, like, do more. You don't get to then ask the ethical questions about whether or not it's okay to kill people.
Right.
If they put you in a corner, you know? I don't know.
Philly said, I don't know much about Venom as far as comics goes. Has he ever been a funny character? I always assumed he was like toned down carnage, but still really sadistic. So that was Venom at first.
Yeah.
As he becomes more of an anti-hero, he became a little more like goofy, like funny. He became more of like an annoyance to Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man's like, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
But the movies like amp that up to like 11, I feel like.
It's pretty silly.
To the point where he's like a bumbling idiot in the movies.
I mean, Venom's the only thing I like about these movies. You know? And it's I find it incredibly ironic that like it's voiced by Tom Hardy.
Right.
You
I think
know,
overall the Venom voice is good.
that's what I'm saying.
I can understand
and I
Venom easier than I can understand Eddie, which
100%.
is insane.
And I like the character and I would see more of him, but like I can't stand Eddie Brock. And it's the same dude.
Well, good thing they're separated now.
Yeah. And I just don't fucking get it.
Maybe we'll get next Venom movie will be Agent Venom because, all right, this is the possible cameo I wanted to talk about.
Oh,
so
true.
there
Yeah.
is a kind of faceless like soldier that gets attacked by the xenophage. And the way the xenophage attacks people is it like literally eats them.
That was actually super cool.
Yeah.
No, it like wood chippers
chips
them.
Yeah. Like blood flying out the back of his head.
Yeah. That was actually super cool.
So he grabs a soldier, he starts eating him. He eats like his half his legs, but then the soldier gets rescued. And they make it a point to show that they're saving this soldier.
Yeah.
And apparently people online have said that there's a line that says Thompson is down.
Oh God.
But when I was watching this, I was like, is that Flash Thompson? Because in the comics, he
Yeah.
gets like his legs blown off in war. And then he bonds with Venom and he becomes Agent Venom.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty cool character, actually. And I thought they were never going to do Agent Venom in the movies. But maybe that's a direction they're going.
Are they going to use this actor, this nameless actor in this movie?
Well, they can cast anybody.
To like. Oh, did they show his face?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's wearing a helmet.
Oh, I didn't catch any of this.
So if that's what they're doing, that might be the smartest thing this movie did. But also, like, I was kind of hoping to take off his helmet. It was Flash Thompson from The Amazing Spider-Man. But yeah, that's a possibility.
I keep thinking phones are going off. It's your tattoo machine. Just feel the vibrations everywhere. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know exactly what direction this movie's trying to go in. Or like these series. Like now it's like.
Well, Tom Hardy
setting
said
up
it's
Null.
his last Venom movie.
Oh, he said that?
He did.
So what the. Again, this movie didn't really accomplish much other than.
This whole trilogy accomplished nothing.
Other than killing Venom. That's really it.
I thought they were going to kill Eddie.
I'd like that much more. Like much more. Because I have a hard time. Like Tom Hardy's I don't know. I don't even know
He's
anymore.
a good actor.
Is he a good actor? I don't know anymore. But he has story credit. He clearly cares about this. This is
So
like
what happened?
This is his franchise, and like, I like to think he sits down and he's like, this is the best version of the character I can think of, and this is what we get. Like, at no point do I find Eddie Brock likable.
He's not compelling in
or
any way.
interesting, or compelling. He gets like grosser as these films go on. Like, this movie makes it a point to be like, look how disgusting this man has become.
It looks like he's like missing teeth and stuff.
Like, he did, he hunches a lot in this one. Like, he's always like, "Rah." And he's dirty and barefoot. And then someone pisses on his feet because it's like, again, that's like a Michael Bay style joke that like doesn't work. But then part of me feels like, they wrote this movie and they started filming, and Tom Hardy's like, well, hang on. I can't just be like ugly all the time. Like, I'm a handsome man.
Put me in a suit.
Yeah.
And then make a joke about how I've won a Sexiest Man award.
Yeah. And then they put him in the tuxedo and he
Which is
straightens up, It's like
also very Michael Bay.
yeah.
The whole lot.
Did he win Sexiest Man?
I don't know.
Tom Hardy? Someone look that up. Philly?
Did Tom Hardy win? I feel like he might have.
So,
But then he goes, I've won Sexiest Man awards. And then, like, walks into the casino. Like,
but you notice how he kind of like straightens up too? Like,
Yeah.
it was like a Superman
he's
thing.
like, hey, listen, I'm not this ugly guy.
Yeah, so that for one scene he can be nicely dressed, and then he just goes back to being like kind of
What's going on? My shoes.
kind of a rat man. Yeah. just a real nasty guy.
Yeah, because like the like big emotional part of this movie is supposed to be, Venom and Eddie separating and Venom dying. The reason why that doesn't work at all for me is because after 3 movies, I still don't really know anything about these characters, except that they consider themselves losers.
I mean, and
that they just kind of suck.
yeah, that was the most they ever bonded was in that first movie, I feel. And then like the movie's trying at that part, they do a lot of flashbacks to all the good times that they had, and it's just like, I don't recall these being good times.
It was like the motorcycle chase scene from
Yeah,
the first movie
like
where
they're
he's
really-
freaking out.
They're really trying to push it. They're trying to push this narrative that these guys are best friends, and we have so many.
They've only
fun
been together
adventures.
a year.
Yeah, we've had so many fun adventures. Do you remember?
And
all
they've
these funny
broken up like
jokes?
twice in that year.
And it's just like, it's not funny. I don't remember this. I'm not feeling any nostalgia, basically.
No, and I've been seeing people like online and stuff saying like, oh man, this movie made me cry, blah 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 blah.
Who are these people?
And I'm just like, I'm a crier in movies nowadays. I become like a little emotional bitch.
yeah.
This movie did nothing for me
But like, who
emotional.
are these people that are enjoying it this much? Because the tomato score is like in the 30s, but the popcorn score is high. So like, people go and they enjoy these, and the
He was
first
UK
two made
Sexiest Man Alive in 2021.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Like, people really like these, and I'm really struggling to understand what it is that they're enjoying.
The thing I keep seeing is don't take it seriously and don't think about it.
But okay.
And I'm like, that's
But that is someone who recognizes that it's not great, but they enjoyed it anyway.
Right.
And I still don't get that.
because
I don't understand where that enjoyment comes
went
from.
into this movie with like super low expectations, and the movie still like was lower than that. And
Well, for the third movie in a row, I thought there was more coming at the end. I couldn't believe it was over. Because I was just like, all right, so now Null's going to show up,
these
right?
movies are paced so weird.
I was like, right? Null's coming, right? I was like, Padme, like, right?
Right? But
And it
Noel's
was like-
coming, right?
And then it was like, no, the movie's over. And I'm like, what?
It ended kind of abruptly, too.
Yeah.
Eddie made it to New York. He could become a photojournalist now for the Daily Bugle
I guess.
and fuck up Peter Parker's day.
Does he remember that he saw Peter Parker? And did he forget because of the spell? Is that spell even canon? Like, who knows?
Is he going to turn into Topher Grace?
Oh, wow. So, acting. There's a lot of high caliber actors in this movie.
Yes, but
And
they're
only
not.
one of them, I think, does a good job.
Reese.
Yeah, Reese Ifans is
Yeah.
great. I think he's actually great in this. He really disappears into this role. You would never think.
You would never think that's the lizard.
Yeah.
Except I did.
You know where I forgot he was from? Harry
House of the
Potter.
Dragon.
No, Harry Potter.
Oh. Who's he in Harry Potter?
Xenophilius Lovegood.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right? He like disappears in these
He wrote
roles.
The Quibbler.
Yeah. Like he really, really like
No, he's a good actor.
falls
just
into
period.
these roles really
He's
well.
really good in House
Yeah.
of the Dragon. I hate his character, but like in the best way.
Is he one of the blonde fucks?
No.
Oh.
He's kind of like fucking with shit behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I love to hate him in that show.
Yeah.
And yeah, they kind of like booted his character off the show like near the beginning of season 2, and it was felt the rest of the season. But then they teased him at the end of the season 2, so I'm just like, all right, maybe he'll come back because he's probably the best actor on that show.
Okay. There's a lot of good actors on that show.
He was great in The Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay. He's he's great as a lizard.
He's good in this too, though. And I think you said the sing-along they're having in the car.
It's the best part of the whole movie.
And the thing is, that's probably the part a lot of people have issue with too. They're probably like, oh, this is cringe.
No, the whole movie is cringe. This was enjoyable.
I thought it was kind of wholesome.
It is very wholesome.
Like
The whole
Venom's
family-
getting into it too. Eddie's the only
Yeah.
one being a dick about it.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Also, it's a good song.
It's a, first of all, it's a perfect song. They what's the word? They do it justice too. Like it sounds good in the movie. It doesn't sound like it's ADR. Like you believe that that's a regular family who
they're
they've
just
sung
singing.
this song a lot.
Yeah.
And they know what they're doing.
And Eddie's just sitting there. Why am I here? Why is this happening?
If the movie had like more interesting elements to it, that scene would have worked a lot.
No, because
better,
it
I
was
think.
nice that like Venom is happy seeing this family, and he's even telling Eddie, "It's like I feel like we would have been happier if we had a life like this."
Yeah.
So like that scene is that scene is good.
They don't really even do much with the irony of the scene, which is that like here's this family looking for aliens,
Right.
and in this
And there's
universe
one
it's
right
not
there.
it's not obvious. Yeah, and he is one.
I
you
mean,
know?
they play with
he
it a
need-
little bit,
But like,
but it's
not
like
enough, man.
like oh man, yeah, I'm sure you will see an
Yeah.
alien.
But they're singing "Space Oddity," which is a song about a fucking spaceman.
And Venom knows the song.
Oh, that's funny.
He might know it through Eddie's memories, though.
Yeah. But like they're playing this song, which is about like a man in space, an astronaut, and something goes wrong, and something's weird, and they don't quite know what it is.
Yeah.
And it's very open ended.
No, the song's
right?
like perfect for this.
That's what I'm saying. But like
They don't lean into it.
like that moment.
Like I was saying, this
doesn't do
scene
anything.
I thought was incredible, but it's so detached from the rest of the movie
Yeah.
that it just that's all it is. It's just like it's a really good scene in a vacuum,
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
and that kind of sucks because I think they could have made this a great movie if they leaned into
hang on.
they could have made a good movie if they leaned into the road trip part of it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and B had like actual character moments like
Well,
we had here.
Yeah. No. 100%.
It's like this moment almost makes me care about them.
Yeah. I remember thinking like
And then we get to the next
There's-
scene and nothing
there's
matters.
some road movie elements to this, but then like they keep on going back to the same place. Like it's
Like,
pretty
oh,
much
we're back
starts
in the lab.
Yeah, it pretty much starts and ends in Area 51, and you're like, okay, well then like was this a road movie?
Or was this a bottle movie?
Yeah.
Because it all takes place in the desert.
This is ground control to Major Tom. Anyway. So the actors. We all know that the UK somehow produces a disproportional amount of good actors. It's just how it works.
Because of the theater.
It's the theater, it's Shakespeare, it's all that, right?
Yeah.
It's in their blood. They've got it in them.
Right.
Because there are more British actors per capita than there are American ones by just orders of magnitude. I get that. I get that you want to grab a bunch of actors who haven't been in a comic. Not even. They went and got 5 British actors, and they go, "Have any of you been in another comic book movie?"
And they're all like,
yes.
yes.
Yes. Is it related to this one? Unclear. Put your hand down, Reese Evans. The rest of you are good, right? Like all of these, except for Juno Temple, she's the only one that hasn't been in another thing. Wait, was she like in?
She might have been in something.
She might have been in something. I don't even remember anymore. And it's just like, okay, you're all American now, also, And I think that's something that really pulled me out of this one, because it's one thing when you have one foreign actor doing an American accent.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's, they're surrounded by other Americans and it doesn't stick out as much. But when they're all doing it, you start to go, well, everyone kind of sounds funny, right? If they're not nailing it.
Yeah.
Because Tom Hardy never quite gets it right.
That's why he's always either covering his mouth or doing something weird with his voice.
It's so crazy to me that, I think Bane is one of his best performances. Isn't that weird? Yeah, but you know what I mean? Isn't that weird that, that's better than this? That shouldn't be, this
shouldn't be better.
This should be, his, best thing.
Juno Temple was in The Dark Knight Rises.
That's right. They both were. She was the little, the little whore. The friend of Catwoman.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. She's also in,
Horns. Year
What?
1.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
With the bartender. Yep. She's great in Ted Lasso.
What if they made the bartender Venom's new host?
Well, that's a mid-credits or post-credits thing, yeah. Yeah, and I just feel like some of these actors do a really good job with accents, mostly Reese Ifans and Chiwetel Ejiofor.
They both did really well.
But I think Juno Temple was not good.
She sounded like this.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Well, you sent me that video where
Oh, they were talking about doing American accents.
And
you did such a great job. And you're like,
they're just kind of hyping each other up. But Chiwetel Ejiofor does a good American.
He's played multiple American roles. And
you've never really thought twice about it, right?
Yeah.
But also, what's the issue? Why did Juno Temple have to be American? Why couldn't she just be British? She's a scientist, for fuck's sake. They're always
because her twin brother was American.
The villains and the scientists are always British. So what's the big deal?
I don't know why they decided.
Didn't have to. You just literally didn't have to do that.
Philly said he thinks Bane was his best performance because it was a Nolan movie.
No, I mean
that checks out actually.
Yeah, that checks out.
I mean, you have good direction, then you're gonna get good performance.
Yeah, it's a better movie, obviously, but
I think Hardy was also in what's the other Christopher Nolan movie? Dunkirk.
He was in Dunkirk. I haven't seen Dunkirk. He was also in not Insomnia. The other sleeping one, by Christopher Nolan.
The other sleeping one, Inception.
Yeah.
Oh, he was good in that too.
He was a small role, but yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
It's very charming, very handsome.
He was British in that, right?
Yeah, he was British. Yeah, Nolan's British. He's not gonna just make him be American for no reason. Unlike this.
All right, Tom, you got to be American.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think at the very least, it sucks because I like Juno Temple a lot, and I love Ted Lasso, and I love her in Ted Lasso. But when the dialogue is awful, and she can't pull off the accent, the combination of those two things,
makes her performance not good.
I did not enjoy her on screen.
Christmas
at
was
all.
better.
Yeah, just at all. And I'm again sorry to her. It's not really her fault.
No,
but geez, man, it was rough.
What about us seeing all these symbiotes for a minute before they all get paper shredded?
Yeah, they could. The action is so poorly done. There's no tension.
It's just them jumping on top of the creatures and the creatures going.
Yeah, there's no tension to it either. When that creature shows up, you should feel something. You should feel a little scared. Right. It's a great creature design.
But it looks cool. And had this been an R-rated movie, you could have gotten really gnarly with that.
Yeah, but I just think about I don't know, some classic good movies your Jurassic. I hate doing this, but Jurassic Park. Or...
See, it's not fair to compare things to Jurassic Park.
No, it is
because Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park came in '93, and everyone should have learned a lesson from it. That's why. Or Terminator. When the Terminator shows up, there's tension on the scene because it's filmed right.
Even in the more action-oriented T2, the Terminator is still scary.
Yeah, So I don't know.
Spielberg set the bar too high.
Yeah, but no, you get these creatures coming in, you feel nothing. You kind of know if it's all going to work itself out, and even when it doesn't, you're like, okay, whatever. And so. Also,
these things are indestructible, but they'll get killed by acid.
Is that how they died? Oh yeah, that one died like that. That's right.
What? When Venom. All right. Also, all these symbiotes couldn't do shit to them, but Venom can absorb 5 of them.
Why didn't none of
And
the
then
other ones
walk
do
over-
that? Yeah.
Are they? Because everybody in this movie's fucking dumb.
I'm like, I thought that. I'm like, why didn't they do that in the first place then? What was the other thing I was gonna say?
Reese
They spend the
showing
entire-
up the rocket launcher.
Yeah, that was fun. They spend the whole movie like running away from this one creature, and then like they don't kill him, and then like 2 more show up, and then they fight them, right? And it's just part of me was like, you're not really moving the scene forward in the movie forward without killing the first one. They should have killed the first one. Then you get some downtime,
And then be like, oh man, that was rough.
and then 4 more show up, and you're like, okay,
and
now
then
we're
the
fucked.
stakes are raised.
Then
Yeah.
the stakes are raised. That never really happens. It's just like one continuously long scene, and when more show up,
It's like
you
a
kinda,
15-minute long fight, and
yeah, you kind of
nothing felt like it mattered.
and you kind of don't even notice that more show up, right?
I mean, you kind of do because they
I don't.
specifically call it out.
Oh yeah. Hey, you remember how we fought one of those guys? Well, now there's more.
Because Eddie's like, oh, why is there more of what's going on? And then Venom's like, they phoned home.
That's a good joke. Venom's got jokes. God, I would like it so much more if this Venom were attached to anybody else.
Like Tom Holland?
Yeah. I don't know. Man, it still sucks that like that's not how we got introduced to Venom. You know, we took this
This
back
Venom
road
never
way,
met
yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Now he's dead.
Damn. Yeah, because any other iteration of him, it wouldn't actually be him. It'd be an offspring, right?
Well, that's the thing.
Would
is,
it be like the Groot situation?
Yes, but like maybe now's the time. But then he's never gonna fight Venom. Like what? He's gonna get another Eddie.
Are we
Brock
ever
and,
going to get a Spider-Man versus Venom ever in a movie?
Well, Spider-Man 3 did it for 10 minutes.
That doesn't count. Venom was an afterthought in the movie.
It kind of was, yeah. Anyway, actions. I talked about the action. Cinematography. Look, there's a part of this movie that I thought Michael Bay stepped in and did. I'm not kidding. It's because, the feet thing took me out. But then
All the soldiers hanging underneath the little helicopter, like they're robots.
oh yeah, why did they do that? That was dumb.
They look like battle droids. Is that a real thing?
I don't
It
know.
doesn't seem like practical.
It seems like you would just be in the helicopter and then you would like rappel out.
Right. Why
right?
would you be dangling all your troops right under
Yeah.
a helicopter? That seems dangerous for no reason.
Supposed to just like hit a tree, hit each other too.
Also, what if somebody
Get tangled up? That can't
also
be a
somebody
thing.
could just like shoot you down with regular bullets.
Yeah, just pick you off right there. That can't be a thing.
No,
Anyway.
it can't be.
And it looked dumb.
And if it is, I want to know what the hell the strategy behind it is.
There's a shot or two that are filmed sweeping with sunlight and lens flares, and I was like, this looks like a Michael Bay shot right
It looks
here.
like right out of Transformers.
Yeah, like right out of Transformers. And then it cuts to later on. There's like some Michael Bay style humor, and I was like, they're taking the wrong
Drunk
notes.
guys pissing on the main character.
Yeah, like they're taking the wrong notes from the wrong movies, man. There's also a shot that made me want to laugh. It was filmed so poorly, and it's like, I think it was like the generals or the government people, and they're in complete shadow. Like it looked like, it looked like a comic book panel, but that's like different because that's art, you know?
Right.
Like
I know what you're talking. When it cuts to like they're just in that dark room
they're just in a giant room.
and they're talking to the general and they're like, all right,
And it's pitch
you
black.
you have the go.
Yeah, you can kill the guy or whatever, and then they have some screens around them, and then that's it. They didn't even need to be in the
Those
movie.
characters were meaningless.
Like, did not need to be in the movie, but
You didn't need that set
yeah,
at all.
yeah.
You could have saved some money.
I'm not worth talking about music other than the dance number, which was dumb, and
And Space Oddity.
Space Out. That's the best part.
The first trailer for this movie used Space Oddity in the trailer, and I actually really like the rendition of that song in the trailer.
Oh, I'll have to look at it. What was I gonna say? I still think that the dance number was just a justification for the fucking title, but
And also to have more memories of Venom having a good time, I guess.
yeah, and that feels so cheap because like, hey, remember our good times that
Just happened.
That just happened, and we literally created this scene so that you'd remember one good time.
Yeah, it's like a Mrs. Chen cameo I'm not mad at. What I am mad at is the way they did it. It was just dumb.
Yeah,
Like her cameo in Across the Spider-Verse was way better. Where Spot just like shows up in her convenience store, she doesn't give a fuck.
oh yeah,
He's like, And he's animated in her world, and he's like, "This doesn't freak you at all." And she's like, "Nope."
If they're gonna do a cameo, again, it's very contrived that she's already there, right? And they run into each other in Vegas.
Right.
If they're gonna do a cameo, he should have had to find a reason to call her.
Yeah.
And be like, "Hey, I need this," and she
I need money.
can't do it or whatever. Yeah, something. I don't know.
Yeah. I need shoes.
Yeah, I need shoes. Let's move on. Let's talk about the post-credit scene. So there's two. In the mid one, Noel says some words on screen, and I could not understand what he said.
It was basically like, "I'm gonna get him."
Yeah. Again, this movie sucks, man. There's no reason why he couldn't have been in the movie. And if you're gonna make him a post-credit scene, then just make it a post-credit. Don't show us in the beginning, "Hey, here's the potential for a big bad," and then we don't ever see it again. You know?
Right.
So that was boring. And then there's a post-credit scene where the bartender, he's never named, but it's played by Cristo Fernandez from Ted Lasso, escapes Area 51. It's like all the rubble.
Oh, yeah, because
he
was
made
like,
it out.
The general like took him prisoner earlier because he witnessed Venom.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then the camera zooms in on a little symbiote that got not destroyed or whatever.
This post-credit scene I was okay with because it was like the little funny little joke at the end. Because I thought it was funny. It's like he's walking out. He was like in prison. He walks out and it looks like the world ended.
Oh yeah.
Like it looks like right out of Fallout.
Yeah.
He's just freaking out.
I didn't think it was that funny, but okay. And there's like a cockroach nearby, so it said Screen Rant.
Yeah.
Was there? Okay.
The camera pans to a cockroach and then like the symbiote like right next to it.
Also, like the symbiote's gonna take the cockroach and then
I think it's implied that
jump
that was
to
a
a
piece of
host.
Venom.
Yeah.
So Venom's not dead. Surprise.
Oh, that's the one that Chiwetel
That he
Ejiofor got
probably
at the bar.
took the sample of. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So would that be an offspring or would that be actually Venom? Guess we'll find out.
Knows?
Maybe they'll use it to try and heal Flash Thompson.
Yeah. I fail to see why we need post-credit scenes in movies like these, because these two scenes accomplished absolutely nothing.
No.
You know, they didn't get me excited. They didn't go, "Ooh, that's interesting. Like, what are they going to do with that?" They didn't introduce any new concepts. They weren't funny.
They were pointless.
They were completely like, one of them should probably just have been in the movie, I guess.
The Nolan one should have been just at the end of the movie.
You know, you remember like in Marvel movies when you see the post credits, like you're filled with like intrigue and
yeah. Although
optimism.
lately we're probably not going to get payoff for some of the ones we've had lately, unfortunately.
I would just all throw them in Secret
It's like-
War and be like,
it's like, I don't
"Here's
think
Hercules."
I don't know if we're ever going to see what the fuck's his name?
The singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Star Fox.
I know the
don't know.
character. Yes.
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see him again.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know.
We might not see poor Dane Whitman ever again.
Dane Whitman.
The Black Knight.
Oh,
who we
true,
never actually
yeah.
got to see be the Black Knight.
Oh shit, that should have been in our news. Fuck, is that
Oh, Blade's
Blade
been
got tabled. We'll put that we'll table that. We'll put it in
Yeah,
when we
it's
next
just-
time. Yeah.
what, indefinitely postponed?
Yeah.
So they just stopped production for
Yep.
now.
for now.
Maybe it's so Mahershala Ali can actually do something.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's the movie. Final thoughts, and then we'll wrap this up.
Terrible.
Yes.
Awful. What was the point of this trilogy?
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy any of this, except for the part that I mentioned. But we went in a Sunday afternoon because this wasn't a priority, and we definitely saw a movie.
It was a movie.
And that's kind of it. You know, this movie is more of the same for this trilogy. So if for whatever reason you enjoy the last ones, you probably, I guess, will like this. And I guess, like I said, people have. I don't
Your
understand
brother-in-law
why.
will probably enjoy this movie.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping he finally sees reason. I don't know, dude. It's just not. I think it's a big waste of a great character. 3 movies that are
Three
just,
movies
they've all
are
been-
just misses.
Yeah, I'm just very surprised that they got this far. But whatever.
My thoughts are, and this might be a hot take, but I genuinely believe the best Sony MCU adjacent movie that they've been doing was Morbius.
Probably was. That's the thing.
And that's crazy because we talked about that one too. It's like we didn't think it was awful or anything, but we were just like, yeah, this movie got like chopped to shit and it suffered for it.
Yeah.
And it was mostly just kind of dull.
I'm telling you, like, I don't know.
But it was still better than this.
I don't know how I would rank this universe because it's like probably these two movies, the second and third one, are probably like last. I don't think Madam Web is worse. I don't. I think this movie's way worse than Madam Web.
I do too.
Madam Web at least like felt like a coherent movie that just like kind of was a miss.
Yeah.
You know? But like it seemed like it was a movie with a beginning, middle, and end, and like
Yeah.
kind of plots
this is
that go
like
somewhere.
I'm just like trying to make sense of what I watched when I saw this. I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's
like,
how I felt out
and
of
not
all
in a
three.
good way, not in like a I'm thinking about it way. It's like what the fuck was that?
But even Morbius was like that too, where it's like how Madam Web was. This is still a movie,
it's
and
just kind of a miss. Like,
I enjoyed it, and I can see where it's not.
How come
very
those
good.
two got the most flack?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't understand. Because Madam Web, people acted like it was like the worst thing of all time, and we saw it. I'm like, yeah, it's not good, but like
apparently Joker 2 is worse.
it's just average. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
I feel like we're making. I don't know. We're making mountains out of molehills with some of these, and then for Venom, people like
I think
it.
people just think Venom's cool, and that might be the saving grace.
Is that it?
Maybe he looks cool. And he
Morbius
does.
isn't cool. Madam Web isn't cool. I get that.
Morbius is pretty cool.
Like you're right. Like Venom's cooler than they are.
Venom's also a more popular character.
But like, are these
for sure.
movies like? Are they really?
I do think
they might be worse than.
I think Morbius and Madam Web were better movies, though.
That's what I'm saying. This whole thing's
like
to shit.
I actually rewatched Madam Web, and I was fine rewatching it. Like I wasn't like suffering or anything.
Yeah, like it's not good, but like it's
not good, but it's like I'm not gonna.
It's more watchable for some reason.
Right. I don't want to gouge my eyes out. When
Yeah.
I watch it. The Venom movies, I have not rewatched a single one.
I have no.
And I've had no desire to.
No desire to. Yeah, I would. I don't know if I'm gonna watch any of these ever again. Really.
I might, but like.
Yeah, I don't know. So
I'll get the Steelbook.
I don't think I have it. Oh shit, my mouse is dead. Oh no,
Uh-oh.
it's back. So I think that's it. There's our
Maybe Craven will
glowing
save
review.
the Sony universe of Spider-Man characters.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it called
It's
now?
called SSU now. Sony Spider-Man.
Sony
universe.
Spider-Man universe. Maybe Craven will save
It
it.
was Spunk before the Sony
Spunk.
Pictures.
Sony Pictures universe of Marvel
Marvel
characters.
characters, yeah.
Which is a terrible name.
Spunk. So that trailer for Craven was just trying to be
John Wick,
no
The Punisher,
Logan.
Logan,
It even had a song by what's his face?
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash, yeah.
Johnny Cash has done so many songs though.
I know, but it's clearly what they were invoking.
The movie looks like it's gonna be like in the style of like how the Punisher movies are though. It looks like he's like getting revenge on his dad for something.
Oh, we should probably watch some Punisher movies. We've got
Ooh, for Daredevil.
Daredevil, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've seen all
That's
that.
a thought. That's a thought.
Yeah, okay, look at us go. We've got 3 movies to watch right there.
Yeah, we got Craven.
Yeah.
Punisher.
No, the 3 Punisher movies.
Oh yeah, we got to do
No.
Craven. We still got to do Joker.
Craven. There's no
Craven comes out in
movie.
December.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about a failed and forgotten.
Oh, yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
There's no Craven or.
Although we might be late with Craven because we are both making moves.
When is
in
Craven coming out?
December.
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might.
It
not
was supposed to
happen
come out
on
last
time,
year.
Yeah.
It was supposed to come out last December, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And then with the thing.
The trailer came out over a year ago.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both gonna move. The studio's moving. We're going somewhere else. So let's see how that works.
I'm
out.
moving too because our rent went up too much.
Welp.
And
Philly's also moving.
Wow, December's gonna be real busy for us.
We're all gonna end up side by side like a sitcom. Like, oh hey, look at us. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks to that piano dude for our musical intro. Make sure you guys leave a rating or review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you get this podcast. Make sure to tell a friend, and thank you if you've told a friend. You can support the show on Patreon. where Dodgers are losing. Thank you, Arculus. I'm kind of.
I
rooting-
like the Yankees, so
What?
my family likes the Yankees.
Oh, they would.
Yeah, they're New York Ricans.
Your family's from New York?
My grandparents are.
Oh. Ugh. Anyway.
Dave Matthews Band, deep tracks only. Okay, ants marching.
That's
Thank you
not
for
a
the
deep
sub.
track. That's the one song I know. Anyway, find the show on Patreon. On Patreon, you're gonna get our bonus show that we are going back to now, called "Where's Mephisto?" Berto, where are we? Where's Mephistoing?
Well, he's in Fortnite.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Is that we should play. We should play like 10 minutes of that.
Well, that season ends in like 2 days, so he's gonna be gone in like 2 days.
Fuck.
But he has been in Fortnite. But we recently looked for Mephisto in, God, it's been so long. What was the last show we did? Holy shit.
The Star Wars one,
The Acolyte.
The Acolyte. Yeah,
God, that was months
so
ago.
yeah, but now,
yes, Mephisto slurps 20% of your health to give you a weapon.
oh shit.
You make a deal with him.
Oh wow, that's pretty fun.
And he has unique dialogue if you're wearing like a Marvel skin.
Oh really?
So he'll like interact with whatever skin you're making. So
That's
I had a
pretty
Ghost
funny.
Rider skin, and he was asking about the deal that we made.
This is you should be streaming this. 'Cause you're playing this shit anyway on your own.
Anyway, we will be looking for Mephisto in Agatha all along,
Agatha
which
all
might
along,
actually
yeah.
be the closest we've been to actually seeing it.
Well, spoilers. He gets name dropped
He does get name dropped
for the
for
first
the
time
first
ever.
time ever in the
Ooh.
MCU.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Agatha all along. I might watch a episode tonight actually.
Which I think we'll talk about it whenever we talk about it, but I don't think the show should have been called Agatha All Along.
Oh no.
I think another title would have been better. I just don't know what. But
Well, remember when they were doing like 10 different titles, and I thought that was gonna mean something?
it didn't mean anything.
It doesn't look like it's meaning anything, right?
No, we have the finale tomorrow.
Oh wow. Yeah, I gotta get caught up.
Yeah.
I'm a few episodes behind.
I'll watch it after I make Sable watch Hell House.
Oh,
She's scared.
she's gonna come home devastated and shambles. So anyway, that's gonna be up on Patreon. We're gonna record an Agatha all along with our good friend Chris from the Assembly Required podcast. They've been on a long hiatus themselves.
I
so
did
he's-
binge all of their content though this year.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All of it.
All of
Oh
it.
wow. You heard my episodes.
I did.
Nice.
And I got name dropped a few times.
Oh, you did?
I did.
By me?
By you and by Chris.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so check him out. But yeah, he's itching to go get in front of a microphone and talk about it. So he reached out to us. He's like, "Oh, let's
You guys
do
are
that."
covering this,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So we gotta figure out the scheduling for that.
Yeah.
But he has a baby,
Yeah.
so
Because you were saying maybe Saturday night, but it might
Maybe.
be late.
you know
That's the
maybe
issue.
we call him. I don't want to make him come over.
That's
all
true,
over
too.
Here.
That's
It'd be
true, too.
different when I live closer to him. But like right now, he's far.
That's a drive.
He's by Disney.
That's a drive. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's on our Patreon along with outtakes and new segments like the one we just recorded that's going up tomorrow. Other than that, guys, that starts at $3 a month. It helps us a lot. You can chat with us on Discord on our server for free. We gotta ramp that Discord up. We have like 2-3 texts a day, and then I kind of just like do something else. But let's get our conversations
I need to get more
going.
active in there. I've just been like busy with stupid shit lately.
Yeah, let's have some more conversations. We gotta get it stoking. We gotta get that fire
I
going.
know. It's like I do enjoy that there's conversation happening in there. It's just I feel like I just like kind of drop a comment and disappear.
Yeah. Sometimes I drop stuff for you to see, and I'm like, I don't know if you even saw that.
I'll see it like 3 days later. And I'm like, oh shit.
But guys, if you want to be a part of the show, you can join us live on our streams as we record the show, like we're doing right now, and you can talk to us like our friends here on the chat have, like Burkinator, RL Skill, Philly from to the J. Wow,
Philly from the J.
Philly from the J. BB Cato.
Drab Sab. Sab Drab. Why do I keep doing that?
because didn't he like join our page or our Discord as
Drabs.
Drabsat?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not your fault. Arculus.
And that's it.
And that's it. Those are our friends. Anyway, you can find us on Instagram at Films from the Phantom Zone. You can argue with us on TikTok, argue with us on Twitter at Films from PZ, TikTok Films from PZ, and we will see you guys. Sometimes I don't say next week because it's never like a week, but we'll see you guys next week. We're gonna do Agatha all along. It's going up on our Patreon, so come back and hang out. Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right, stop this recording. Arculus ants marching. Everyone's saying ants marching now.
Ants marching.
No way. I totally called Arnaldo wearing a tank top.
Arnaldo's always in a tank top.
I'm always wearing tank tops. I actually put on t-shirts like almost only for this show.
But you never wear them, so.
Yeah. Well, I looked today and I didn't have anything like relevant.
You didn't have a Venom t-shirt?
So I got my original Films from PC
I got my Ghost Rider shirt on.
tank top. You can buy these also. I forgot to mention.
Arculus said he wanted to buy a tank top.
And it's comfortable too. It's on our links.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat wants ants marching. What's the shoulder tat?
Which one?
I don't know my left and right.
That one.
It's like an arrow and a compass. Pretty cool.
Whoa.
I think it's cool. I gotta get more tattoos.
No tribal
Somebody
tattoos?
gets. Ew, no. Cultural.
When am I getting my next tattoo?
Cultural appropriation. The shit out of the tribal tattoos. He asked me if I want tribal tattoos. Yeah.
She wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a forehead tattoo.
Oh, no one's getting forehead tattoos.
We're all getting matching forehead tattoos.
Yep.
Anyway. No, yeah, definitely need more tattoos.
Me too. I only have one.
Get my name on your.
When's Philly getting his first tattoo? Whenever you book it.
Bro needs a clone trooper design tattoo.
So my face is just a clone trooper helmet?
What an awful idea you just had. Oh, remember I said the other day, I need to start saving these files at the beginning, not at the end.
Oh, yeah.
That way if something goes wrong,
It auto-saves.
it backs up, yeah.
Because it can't auto-save if it's not a...
If it wasn't saved in the first place,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like a Word document, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. That's the most Roberto thing ever.
No, it's not. A face tattoo is not me.
Yeah, just because he likes certain things doesn't mean he wants them on his face.
Yeah. A full face mall tattoo. No.
I think what you need are just like masks that you can put on.
Those are things.
You know?
You can put a mask on and then it's like a temporary tattoo on your face.
One could call that a very temporary tattoo.
What? There's a called t-shirt or something. So stupid. Who said that?
I did.
Oh my god.
Hey, there's a teaser for Daredevil. It just came out 20 minutes ago.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. If you post a link for the tank top, Arculus will buy it right fucking now.
Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Where's the link? I don't even know the website.
Oh, I kind of want to watch. Do you guys, who's here? Arculus, do you want to watch this with us?
Arculus
Yeah.
doesn't like Daredevil.
Okay, hold on.
Or
Hold
Agents
on.
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
It doesn't work. Nothing works. Just give me a second.
I'm going to start an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. podcast. Where I rewatch and review every episode.
How do I fucking...
How many times did you watch that show?
Only like 3 times.
Only like 3 times.
You know I got my dad for his birthday? Ben?
Oh, no, I don't.
Since I got my mom a tattoo for her birthday.
Does he
I
want
gave my
one?
dad a fake tattoo.
Oh.
And it kind of matches the one he did for me.
That's a really good idea.
That's cute.
It's a great idea. I thought of it last night. I was
Whoa.
about to fall asleep. It popped in my head. I grabbed my phone. I typed it in my notes, and I went to bed.
This is when the best ideas happen. It's gonna make me do this, motherfucker. Car.
I hate when it's like you select one that like kind of has a car in it, but it's like, nope, that's wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
What are we doing?
I'm looking for the link, man.
Oh, Spread Shop. Tank top.
Okay, how do I link this?
How are you still demoed?
Expand preview. Huh? I don't know.
Only 2
I haven't
days
been on here.
left.
Oh wait, what? 2 days to what?
0% off everything. I'm so confused.
Okay, redeem. I don't know what that means.
Nice. We got 0% off.
Okay, where is visit shop? Here we go.
Copy. Paste.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
There we go. There's the link. You fucks. Okay. Can you 0%? Yeah, what a steal. Can you get all the headphones so we can live react to this real quick?
Where are they?
Where are you? Oh, mine's here. You just need that bot. Yeah, it's that one. And then we got to get the splitter.
Am I dumb?
Yeah, a little bit.
Am I blind, I mean?
Okay.
I don't see the headphones.
Let's find this trailer. Philly's singing along. What's going on?
I can't find the headphones. I don't think they're in here.
Check the floor, like right
The
over
floor?
there. Yeah.
That's crazy. No, it isn't there. What the fuck? I found it. I don't know. Just giving myself affirmation.
Okay. Can you just get the splitter? Can you do one thing?
Where's the splitter?
It's
I don't know where your shit is.
Oh, Sable's using it.
God.
Just take it. She's not using it right now. Oh man. Arculus bought a tank. Nice.
I'm just gonna plug her headphones into the computer. That didn't work.
She just needs the splitter because the headphones are too short.
Extension?
Yeah. But we need it for splitting. Oh, cool. Arculus, thank you for the gifted sub to RL skill.
Aw. We will get hit with the DMC. We'll get muted is what will happen.
Oh, we will? For playing the thing?
If we play licensed music.
Oh.
He wants us to play Ants Marching.
Oh, no. We're not doing that.
That's why he gifted the sub. Music on Twitch isn't really a thing anymore.
Okay, can I...
Oh, this is a very short teaser.
Yeah, it's 20 seconds long.
Hell yeah.
Where is
This was definitely worth all the effort.
Yeah, right. I kind of want like the good version of this though.
Oh, we're still playing.
Yeah, I know.
Vibey music.
Okay. Yeah, this only goes up to 720. And I was hoping it'd be on YouTube somewhere.
Just type Daredevil teaser. Dar4ED. There you
go. 2 months ago?
That doesn't seem right. That looks fake.
Yeah, it looks fake. 3 weeks ago? 29 minutes ago.
That. Oh, it's like just a Disney Plus. Born Again, Ironheart, Spider-Man, and Marvel Zombies?
Yeah. They're gonna show
okay.
the
It's all of it
first
together.
chunk.
Oh, let's just watch that.
Okay, cool. Oh, but this is...
What?
I don't know.
It's probably like a sizzle reel.
Okay. All right, wasn't prepared for this, so give me 1 second. If I go to game and then change it to screen capture, and then change screen capture to this, done. Oh fuck! It's not gonna show.
Why? Because it's YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Oh fuck! There's one other way of doing this. Shit, man, that sucks. Okay, get Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This will only take 1 second. I'm gonna save this. Watch later. Okay. This might work. It might not. Let's find out.
Watch on your Apple TV.
Yeah. Because then it's got.
Do you have it hooked up to the monitor?
Yep.
Oh.
Dude, I have everything hooked up to everything.
What's hooked up to the TV?
Nothing.
Oh. So why is it there?
Aha. Sign in? Why aren't
Just
I signed in?
Just
Oh
scan it.
This is just, it's a whole thing. This is, I swear.
Sometimes
like
you
a-
get signed out automatically. Also, you could have just skipped.
No, because I have it saved. I don't want to type anything in.
What's the chat saying? It's paused.
Oh, shit. Wires galore. Thought YouTube was TJE only. Was the only one that didn't care about screen sharing. Well, you'd think. Okay. Open Gmail app. Why?
Arculus, the only thing you scanning would do would sign you into this device. That doesn't benefit you at all.
Yeah. Okay, allow. Okay.
If anything, it would just give us access to your account.
Oh yeah, no one sign in to this, please. No. Where are my saves?
Library. There you go.
It's gonna get good.
PDA. How come I can't hear shit?
Okay, so this is unmuted.
Hey, look, Venom, The Last Dance is bad.
Okay, hold on. Microphone is good. Desktop audio is not what I need. I need Agatha, which is at 100. I'm gonna turn it down to like 75. Perfect. All right, cool. Let's watch. Oh, let's record it, and then we'll upload it onto Patreon. All right, cool. Let's see what this does.
It's gonna get good.
It's been some time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been years.
I could say the same about you. I wonder if your darker
Vanessa.
half would agree.
They having fun together. Oh, there's Bullseye.
Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you? A really good one.
Oh, that's all we get.
Was it Kamala's dad?
No.
It kind of looked like.
I want to build something undeniable.
Oh, remember this girl?
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life
Oh, hey. In the Heights guy.
has had
Yeah.
to do some questionable things to get it done.
Up for an adventure?
Oh, season 3.
Battle they will sing about.
And it's spin-off Marvel
ages.
Zombies.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonder Man.
Oh.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
want to play this character.
That Black Manta?
We're both
Trevor?
riding on this.
Yes.
It ran off
Wait, is he
this-
back?
I
Do we
know.
know that? We probably did. I forget things all the time.
I'm here for some Trev.
Let's give the people what they came for.
On Blu-ray.
Let's go. Let's go.
On Disney Plus.
Oh, they took out the
The
fucking.
long road ahead of us. Much to do.
Oh my God.
Oh, we have dates for everything.
That Spider-Man show has been
Burnout.
forever.
We all experience it at
Burnout. I'm experiencing.
I'm experiencing it right now. Well, that seemed exciting for some of it.
It did.
Yeah, it looks like a Daredevil show. So
The 20 seconds we saw.
yeah. And then you got some of that Spider-Man stuff. There's a lot of stuff here for next week's news.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wonder Man. That's a surprise.
I have an ear infection still. I just realized everyone saw me poking at it. Yeah, it hurts. Sometimes I just need to scratch it.
You've had it like forever.
Yeah, it's a big problem. The doctor keeps on giving me the runaround. Anyway, Arculus is still screaming for
Just play Ants Marching.
Ants Marching.
For like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Just play that scene from The Office.
What scene?
Where Andy dances to
Oh.
it.
All right, let's ruin our stream now.
I'm gonna plug
The Office, Ants Marching.
Plug this back.
Hey, it's just you. Anything you want to hear? Dave Matthews Band. No hits, deep tracks only. Okay.
There you go.
Said no hits.
I said no hits. You can't hear it at all, but
Just by himself. All right. Hope you're happy.
yeah. Was it sped up? I couldn't hear it. We did the thing.
Oh, it was not the right speed?
I guess it was.
That's the video's fault. That's not my fault.
There's some YouTube shit to keep it from getting taken down.
Oh, true. True. I don't know what to tell you, man. Just like play it yourself.
You have Spotify.
Yeah, you can do it. We trust you. We believe in you. Well, one day we'll do PZ karaoke. We'll all just sit here and sing songs.
Oh God.
Do people do that karaoke on stream? They must.
No, because they'll get muted.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah. Yeah, but even if it's karaoke,
I don't know, actually.
it's like freedom of speech. Like you can sing a song if you want.
Well, yeah, you won't get arrested for it. They just might mute your stream.
Oh, okay. He said cringe. Okay, well, Philly's right. You supported a small
A
creator.
locally sourced podcast
Yeah.
and your friends.
All right. Oh, I'm still recording this. Okay, guys. Well, that's gonna be it for us tonight. We'll be back sometime either this weekend or next week to do Agatha all along with our good